all things DC Fandome, from the biggest reveals, trailers, and surprises.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to our first DC Fandome live stream. I, of course, am your host, Winston Corona, joined today by Nate Camacho.
What's up?
And for the first time ever on our channel, Logan Corona, my little brother. What's up, man?
Right now, we just got the IGN pre-show going just in the background. We're just waiting for the real DC Fandome stream to start. We'll switch over to that once that is open. But please, if you're in the chat, shout out. We're looking at the chat right now. And for now, this is our pre-show.
Yep.
What do you got for us?
So we're just going to be chilling, talking about things that are going to happen for sure in the live stream. And then also, things that we hope to see in our predictions. So first off, let's get through the things that we know are going to be there. So the Batman is the biggest one. What's your guys' hype levels on the Batman?
I'm pretty hyped, dude. I'd say I'm at an 8. My hype fluctuates. The first time I saw that trailer, it was probably at a 9. Now, I've cooled off a little bit, but I hope we really see some cool stuff. They finished filming, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I really hope we see some cool stuff, and I'm excited, man. I think it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, me too. Logan, have you seen the trailer for the Batman?
Oh, I haven't.
You haven't? Oh man, you're in for a surprise.
It's gonna be awesome.
The first trailer was really cool, and the really interesting thing about it is that came out at last year's DC Fandome, where they hadn't even finished filming yet. So now they finished filming, and it's just into polishing and everything like that, cutting and editing it. So I'm really excited to see what we're gonna see. I definitely think we're gonna see a better glimpse at the Riddler. We're probably gonna see the Batmobile and a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, last year's trailer was super cool. So I'm really excited to see that. Another thing we're for sure gonna see is the thing I'm probably most excited for, which is the Flash. We're gonna see probably the first trailer, if not a teaser, for the Flash. I don't know if it's finished filming, but what do you guys?
Did they announce a release window?
Yeah. I think it's coming out next year.
End, you think?
Yeah, I think December of next year is when it's slated for.
Yeah. We'll see. I think it'll probably be good. Everybody likes the Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah.
And after Snyder Cut, I think the Ezra Miller Flash garnered a lot of fan sentiment, positive sentiment. So I'm not too hyped. I'm probably at a 5. It's not I don't care. I do want to see it, but until I see something, I'm not really gonna get super excited. But until then, man.
Correction. November 4th is the release date for the Flash.
So yeah, and end of year next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I hope it looks good.
Yeah. Logan, you really excited for it? Cool. My favorite superhero is the Flash, and I don't know if anybody else knows this, but there was a Comic-Con way back in the day. I think it was 2010, 2011, something like that, where they showed a teaser trailer for a Flash movie, and it was about Wally West, which is my favorite Flash, and it was just him speeding down and everything. There was no official actors or anything, but they were working on a Flash movie, and I have been waiting for a Flash movie since that day. So I'm I've been waiting for this movie for so long, and I really hope it doesn't disappoint me. But we will see. I'm excited to see our first shot of it.
Do you know who's directing?
I don't know. I know that Supergirl's gonna be in it, which is super cool. Director is Andres
Where is he?
Muschietti? Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Neither have I.
Let's see what he's done.
He's done It, apparently.
Are you sure? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, he's done It. Well, they do that a lot, dude. I've seen a ton of horror directors then be given really big blockbuster movies.
Yep.
Prime example, Peter Jackson. So it'll probably be good. We'll see.
Yeah, it's weird. He's done It, and then that's kind of the high.
That's the biggest thing he's done.
And the most high-profile thing he's
Mama was pretty big. It's another horror movie. Yeah, Mama. Yeah, dude, that's basically it. He just did a couple really big horror movies.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Anyways, I'm excited to see what they can get super crazy and interesting with that movie if they really want to. So we'll see what they do.
Do you think with Michael Keaton, his Batman, they're gonna go like the really? I mean, obviously it's gonna be Bruce Wayne. I'd be amazing if they made it Thomas Wayne. I'd be down for.
That would
it.
be awesome.
But it's probably gonna be Bruce. Do you think they're gonna make him like the super dark from Flashpoint Batman with the red suit and the guns?
That would be a dream come true.
That would be legit because it's supposed to be Flashpoint, right?
I think it's
An aspect.
Yeah, it's like inspired by Flashpoint or something. It's not like straight up Flashpoint, but I think they're definitely going to take a lot of hints from that. I'm actually excited to see Supergirl in it though, because the actress that they chose and everything, and the costume leaks that we've seen and everything, she looks really cool in it. So yeah, I'm excited to see what that's all about. Another. How much time we got left? We got 23 minutes. Okay, cool. We're doing good. All right. Well, he has to go take a break real quick. So another thing that we know for sure is going to be there is probably Black Adam. Black Adam's another thing we see there. Oh, it's on the pre-show right now. Have you heard anything about Black Adam, Logan?
I saw the trailer.
Yeah, you saw this trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So The Rock is going to be playing Black Adam. They've been working on this for forever. So, and you can definitely tell that Dwayne Johnson is like super passionate about this movie. So I really hope that they get some, some good performances in it. My biggest thing is, and if we see a trailer today, I really hope to see Dr. Fate, because Dr. Fate is such a underrated DC character, and he's going to be in this movie. It's Pierce Brosnan that's going to play Dr. Fate, so I can't wait to see that, because I think that could be really, really cool.
We're talking about Black Adam?
Yeah.
I'm pretty hype. I'm not expecting this to be like an amazing movie, but I'm expecting it to be kind of fun like Shazam, which is weird because Black Adam I think is supposed to be a darker movie.
Yeah, I hope they get the character right and they don't do that.
But it's The Rock, and he's kind of known for that, and like it's in that Shazam sphere. So I'm expecting to like watch this movie like that was a good time. That was like just a fun, don't think about it too much movie.
Oh man.
So that's kind of that's kind of where my expectations are at. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. But for me, what my expectations, like even just with this concept art, I'm hoping we get like a true anti-hero, right? Yeah, anti-hero story where it's all like he's like this
oppressed.
Yeah, this guy who has a dark past and just he does what in his mind is right, but it's twisted. Like I feel like they really tried to do that with Venom, but it didn't work with me.
We went too goofy with it.
It was. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Venom movies, but this one.
Did you see the after credit scene for Let There Be Carnage?
I haven't seen the movie yet.
Okay, well I won't spoil it for you, but I'm hoping that they may go a little bit darker in the future with him, and I feel like what they showed.
Well, that's what I was hoping when we saw Carnage, because Carnage is super dark.
Well, I think Carnage is super dark in that movie, but he's also just kind of just weird, like you don't really take him seriously. I remember I watched the Angry Joe review on it, and they said that like if you have Carnage in a movie, if you really want Carnage to be Carnage, it has to be rated R. And I think that's kind of what takes the edge off of Carnage, is that they're trying to make him intimidating and scary, but he can't really do any of the really evil stuff because it's not a rated R movie.
Yeah. Honestly, there's an argument to be made that even to do Venom right, it has to be rated R,
Well, I feel like the Venom movies proved that maybe not, because I feel like they were close. They were really close with the Venom movies, and they're not rated R.
That's true, yeah. I think they just didn't get, Eddie Brock right in that kind of thing. And it's not any detriment to the actor, it's probably the writing.
How do we end up in Marvel?
On
the DC Fandome?
Yeah, you're right. Let's get focused. Another thing that we're for sure going to see is Gotham Knights.
Just gonna follow the IGN stream. Everything that they talk about, we're gonna talk about.
Oh my god, dude! I'm not even looking.
I swear you were doing that on purpose.
No.
All right, what do you got for Gotham Knights?
Gotham Knights. This is one where I definitely have to see more, and we're for sure gonna get a good chunk of gameplay, I think, in this one, because last time we even got some gameplay. So I think this one we're really going to get a good chunk of the game, and we're going to see exactly what this game is, because that's my biggest question. Like, all right, they said it's co-op, but they kind of said it was open world too. Like, is this an MMO? Like, what is this? You know, is this
It's
an
not
RPG?
an MMO.
Is
Didn't they
it?
say you could only have like 4 people
Yeah,
at once?
it's 4-player co-op.
It's
So
not
yeah,
an
it's
MMO.
not an MMO, but I'm like,
So there.
so yeah, I'm like, I just don't know exactly what to expect from this game. So I just need to see more of it. And make sure that, you know, the characters feel fleshed out, that it's not just like, oh, you know, you have a grappling, or you have like this you have a long range attack, a mid range attack, and a light attack.
There's
And it's
supposed
that
to be
same-
like an upgrade system, right? Like almost like a gear system or something like that.
I think they did hint at that last time, but we didn't see enough of it.
I wonder how robust it's going to be.
Yeah,
Because my guess is not very.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not super excited. I kind of feel like we're gonna get. I know they're different games, but I feel like the way people felt about Arkham Origins, like that's kind of how people are gonna feel about this game. You know, since it's not a Rocksteady Arkham game,
Yep.
which technically this isn't even an Arkham game, although it's clearly inspired by it.
Yep.
You know, they're not really gonna nail it. We'll see. For me, they can. I feel like I've already seen enough, and I just cannot judge until I actually play the game.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I'm at. Hopefully, when it comes out, you know, everybody says this is so fun. This is so like addicting. Like you want to keep playing.
Yeah.
But until then, I really can't get too excited about it because they haven't shown me anything.
Yeah. And honestly, I really hope it's good because you and Danny have been playing
Back 4 Blood?
and I can't wait to hop in with you guys and everything. So if we can get everybody to get a 4-person
That'd be
co-op,
great.
and if it, you know, it actually works well and it's smooth and everything, and everybody has their role, I think that has like so much potential in it. And Miriam's like biggest thing about like the new Batman movies is she wants Batman like so bad. There's so much potential with the other characters in the Bat family, like
I know,
Jason
some
Todd,
good stuff.
Damian Wayne, Dick Grayson. Like there's so Barbara. There's so much potential there, and I feel like it's not touched upon a lot, and I think it needs to be. So not only in film but also in games. So I think this has the potential to, you know, give us something fresh, a different concept that we haven't seen in a long time. Because honestly, the only time those characters get to shine is in the animated movies or in the Young Justice or something like that.
In the shows, in the comics.
Yeah, in the comics for sure. But it is interesting that game was supposed to come out this year. Now they pushed it into, I think, next year, summer or spring of next year. So this is probably the time where we're going to see the biggest bit of gameplay. But
yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, when's the last game that came out without being delayed, and that was like not horrible?
What do you mean by like
that didn't get delayed? Like, hey, it's coming out this time, and then it came out that time, and it wasn't trash.
Ooh. Back 4 Blood did get delayed, didn't it?
I don't know. Did it not? I don't think it did.
Just came out.
There you go.
There you go.
Speaking of Back 4 Blood, I'm glad you ran it back to that. We're streaming tomorrow, and if you have your graphics card, you can hop on with us.
Yes. It's coming tonight. So
you may have to try and steam through the beginning part so you can catch up to where me and Dan are at.
You guys can't hop in with me.
We can, but I don't want to play the beginning again.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I get it. Leave a man behind. Hey man.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
But it's interesting that Gotham Knights is coming out supposedly early next year, but the Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
Suicide Squad,
as we call it here on this channel, was supposed to be coming out next year as well. So my biggest question, is this game still coming out next year, or are they pushing it to the year after?
We haven't, I think this fandom will decide that, this stream, because we haven't seen gameplay.
Nope.
And it's like, when did God of War get pushed to? End of next year?
I think end of next year.
Yeah.
Well, they just said next year, but I'm assuming it's end of next year.
Because they finally showed gameplay for God of War. And it's like, if they show gameplay now for this game, then maybe I could see it coming out end of next year. But like, we just saw a cinematic trailer. Nobody had heard anything about it, right?
No, there was a whole bunch of rumors, but nothing official.
And like Rocksteady, they know how to make a game. You know, like even Arkham Knight, which wasn't the best game, still came out solid, worked, no problems. So I definitely see them taking their time. And honestly, I bet they're going to stick to their delayed date. I don't think they'll delay it again. And yeah, I think probably end of next year.
End of next year. So we're going to get Gotham Knights in the first half of the year. And
first
then,
quarter.
And then Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, the second half. That would be awesome.
That would be really good.
And yeah, that would be so cool. I'm sure this time around we're probably going to see actual gameplay.
I bet we better.
Because yeah, we're going to. There's no question about it. But yeah, that's my biggest question mark. What is the release date? And are they going to give us a release date? Because they better. I'm going to be mad if they don't.
They might not give us a release date.
I hope at least a release window.
They might give us a window, you know, like holiday 2022.
Yeah, exactly. Or you know, fall or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That game, it's still a big question mark. I don't know if I said it on this channel or you know if I've said it before here, but my biggest like prediction on that game is that it's Kill the Justice League, but you start off with the Suicide Squad, and after you're gonna go through the members of the Justice League, and as you defeat them, they get added to your team. So because the rumor was, oh, Rocksteady, they're working on a Superman game.
Yeah, with Superman gameplay.
Superman's in it. Oh, they're actually working on a Justice League game. The Justice League is in it. Oh, no, never mind. They're working on a Suicide Squad game. So I think they took all those elements and they're going to put it into this game.
That's just so ambitious, though.
It is, but they haven't released a game in, so long.
How long was it? 2015 or 14 when Arkham Knights came out?
I think it was...
Arkham Knight came out.
I think it was 15, if not 16, actually. But...
No, dude, definitely wasn't 16, because I was in the trailer with Frank playing that game.
Oh, okay.
And I think I finished at my mom's place, potentially. So that would have been 2015 or 14.
Yeah.
So it's been 6 years.
Yeah. So they've had...
That's so ambitious, though, because, like, look at Square Enix's Avengers game, which, like, oh, you're gonna play as all the Avengers, and it's like, it was okay, but that's kind of it.
But to be fair, they've been working on this longer than they were working on Avengers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. So hopefully it's great. Hopefully you're right.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's the main big things that we know for sure are going to be there. The Batman, the Flash, Black Adam, the 2 games. Am I forgetting something?
Is there any show?
Well, yeah, Titans is going to be there, but I'm not a huge fan of Titans. I tried season 1. Season 1 was not good in my opinion. Season 2 was okay, so I was like, all right, let's continue. And then season 3, I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes, and I was like, I just can't anymore. I'm done. So even if we see that, we're gonna see more Doom Patrol, but I don't know. Those shows for me haven't been doing it, and CW is even worse in my opinion right now. So they're gonna have to do something dramatically different to get me back on board with DC live shows. But what are your?
I haven't like spent any time watching those shows. I just didn't get a good vibe from Titans, and the actors and the art style didn't look good. Same with Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
So I haven't really seen any of that.
So I'm pretty sure that's all the official.
Aquaman?
The sequel is gonna be there?
No, I think this might be animated stuff.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna get into now. What do you guys hope to see?
I don't know, man. Maybe they'll really like just blow our minds and show us that Zack Snyder's working on something.
Ooh.
Like on another Justice.
So what would be like the biggest like out there thing?
What I just said.
Really?
That's pretty insane. What I just said, dude.
Logan, do you have anything that would just like blow your mind that you can think of?
We'll see how they factor in when season
No?
8 kicks off
Okay.
with a special
For me,
5-episode
my
event
biggest thing that I'm like, I hope to see, because we've heard little rumors and stuff like that, and it would just blow me away, which I don't think is going to happen, but if they announced Injustice 3.
You're excited about that?
Yeah, dude, I loved Injustice 1. The story was super unique and everything. Injustice 2, with the gear system and everything, nailed it. Like, I love that game. So if they announce an Injustice 3, that would be amazing. Other than that, I think it'd be really awesome if they announced another animated show or another, Young Justice season or something like that. I haven't even finished the last Young Justice season. Have you?
I didn't either. I don't think they're going to. I think that might be done.
But like if they announce a new animated show, that would be super cool. Or movie because we all know that's where DC shines. Like they haven't been doing well with their live action stuff very much, but in their animated they are killing it.
Yeah.
Marvel doesn't stand a chance. Suck it. we got Marvel's got this huge empire over here.
Right?
I'm okay with the little village that DC's got. We're good.
It's a good village. It's got not quantity, it's got substance and quality.
Oh, Harley Quinn.
They're gonna show that, right?
God,
you think they're going to season 3?
Oh yeah, they're for sure gonna. Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if even
They are apparently. No, Young Justice season 3 already came out.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they showed in the trailer a like nod to. I don't know if you've heard the news stories that came out that they had to cut some portion of Batman doing something.
Oh
to Catwoman.
yeah. Yeah,
I would not be surprised if they put it in the trailer like a big middle finger to like the studios and everything.
That'd be great. That's hilarious to me. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'd be super excited to hear and see if Zack Snyder is making another Justice League movie. You know, basically
a sequel.
Yeah, an Injustice Justice League movie. That's what I would like to see. Because I feel like with the Flash movie, I mean, we'll see if they show a trailer or when the movie comes out. They're kind of still pushing that narrative forward. You know what I mean?
I think they're trying. DC's trying to get to a point where they can do both. You know, where they can be like, all right, this is where the split is, and we have these alternate universes. So like the Joker, the Batman, all these other things, but we also have, that same Zack Snyder world, and we're continuing both of them. We're gonna do both of them at the same time. And they're just, their own things, and they still want it to make sense within the multiverse.
Yeah.
And which I think is definitely possible. But it is kind of unfortunate for me as a DC fan because I wish they could just get their stuff together and they could have just had what Marvel had or even close to it, where they're like, all right, this is a Flash and this is a Flash that's awesome and you're gonna love Flash. And then here's Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman's awesome. And here's Green Lantern, which we haven't seen Green Lantern in so long. And Green Lantern's awesome and you love him. Now, let's see all these cool characters. We're gonna bring them here too. Like, I don't know if you ever saw Justice League War, the animated movie.
Oh, I think I saw parts of it.
So that one, I think it's like an hour and a half, and I feel like that movie did what Zack Snyder was trying to do in an hour and a half. And I feel like it nailed. And by the way, it's adapted from the new 52 Justice League first graphic novel. So it's like the whole origin of the Justice League. And it's just done so well. And I'm like, why is it so difficult?
I know, right? They already have the storyboards. Just do it in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's what it is. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, are there any other games that they're talking about?
So Injustice 3 has been rumored and nothing's been confirmed. That would be really cool. Other than that, I could see them. I don't think there's been anything official, but I could see them trying to do something a little more on the side of what is it called? The one new Marvel game that's being done by the guys who do XCOM.
Oh, I don't remember the name of that studio.
But anyways, this is a strategic Marvel game that's going to be coming out, I think, next year as well. And it's like, it's a strategy-based game, but it's Marvel characters. I could see them trying to do something like that, a little more budget-friendly, of them just being like, all right, let's just make something in the DC world that's, a fresh take. I could definitely see them try and do something like that where they don't have to invest too much money. It doesn't have to be a AAA game, but it's still something, to keep people thinking about DC.
Just a nice little nibble.
Yeah.
Are there any other shows that have been like peeked at or announced or anything?
I think there was something in the CW world. Honestly, I've been so disconnected from that world for so long.
I wouldn't even worry about that.
So yeah, I
But like on HBO, are they going to be showing anything?
On HBO, I don't think so. I think it's just Titans and Doom Patrol,
Doom Patrol.
unless they announce something new, or if there's anybody watching that you can say in the comments of something that I'm not thinking about. But I think they kind of have their cards where they need to be.
Yeah.
And their I think after this year, especially after the Flash comes out and everything, things are going to be a lot more clear on the future of
You think?
DC. Yeah, because I think they say that the Flash is going to be kind of like a soft reboot, or a soft / hard reboot, because we're going to see the whole DC space change in a certain way. I don't know exactly how, or if they're going to fulfill that, if they're going to nail it, but I think that's their plans. That after the Flash, it's like they're going to announce a whole bunch of things. So I think next year's DC Fandome is even going to be bigger than this one.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, because they're going to have so many new ways that they can take these stories.
That's cool. Nice, dude. And in the movie side, we know there's Flash coming. We know there's Batman coming. And is that it for? You gotta imagine they're gonna announce another film, right?
I think there was rumors of an Aquaman 2, but
Yeah.
I don't know. If they haven't started on it, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go through with that. Just because
I think they did, because I think I remember hearing some rumors about Jason Momoa being like all blonde, like dyeing his hair all blonde for that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting.
I don't know. I didn't even watch the first Aquaman.
It was okay. It was too long.
For me, when I saw the first Justice League that came out
With Joss Whedon.
Josh Whedon, or as here we call him, Josh Sweden. When that one came out, I hated Aquaman. I was like, this character.
He was kind of dumb.
I didn't like him at all. I thought he was like almost like a Thor knockoff, and I'm not even a huge fan
And a
of
crappy Thor knockoff.
Yeah, so I didn't even watch Aquaman. So if they even come out and they're like, "Hey, we got a sequel," I'll be like, "I'm not interested."
I'll watch it probably. I watched the first one.
Shazam 2.
That's right.
They
The
are working on
Shazam.
that.
I bet they're gonna show something for that, because
They
I feel like they've made that a little bit more public.
Yeah.
I wonder if have they started filming or finished filming or anything?
Yeah, they actually showed the new costumes and everything. So they
Nice.
at least are working on it. They at least started filming. I don't know if they finished yet, but yeah, that's something that could definitely happen.
Is Black Adam the villain?
I'm not sure.
I wonder. Did they show? Did you see anything that they're gonna have the whole Shazam family, or is it
Yeah.
just gonna be him?
Yep,
That's
the whole
awesome.
Shazam family.
Yeah, that was a really cool. I liked how that ended, where they brought the whole Shazam family, because that's like something that I don't know that much about Shazam anyway.
Yeah.
But my only exposure to the family was in the Flashpoint, storyline, where in the alternate universe there's a Shazam family.
Yeah.
And I love that they just did that in the first movie, because it's like, okay, they're being a little bit bolder, they're doing something a little bit more new and interesting. Yeah, and I think that's super cool.
Yeah. I thought that movie was decent. I'm just like you. I don't know much about Shazam, but I think that was a good introduction to him. And at first, when I saw Zachary Levi that he was going to be playing it, the first trailers was like, I'm not feeling this. But when I actually watched it, it was like it wasn't that at all.
Yeah, it fit because he plays a more comedic role usually, and he's supposed to be playing a kid in an adult's body. And it's like he basically nailed that as like a preteen. Honestly, I feel like he was more of a kid than the actual kid actor when he's not in Shazam form. It was funny.
Yeah, honestly.
But it was good.
Cool.
We're coming up here to the stream. We're at about 50 seconds now. I think we're going to switch on over to the actual DC Fandome stream. Nice. And yeah, 45 seconds. So final thoughts. What is your hype level for the entire stream? Like for everything in general.
Oh man, I think I am pretty excited just because
Flash.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there's Flash, and then plus like the games that I'm really excited for. Honestly, to see more Batman. Like there's gonna be a lot of high points. I'm just hoping that they pace it out really well, because last year there was like really exciting, and then it kind of went down, and then really
Easy.
exciting, and then went down. So
I
I'm
bet
like,
they're going to do that again.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I would have much preferred just something like ramp it up slowly
keep
and
it
then
up there.
keep it there. Like that would be
Like start with the shows that nobody cares about.
Yeah.
And then maybe go to games and then finish off with movies.
Yeah, exactly. Probably finish it off with the Batman.
All right, guys.
For 80 years,
Here we go.
amazing storytellers from different mediums
Including comic books, TV, films, games, and more.
Have created the vast, ever-changing multiverse of stories, worlds, and characters that have come to define DC.
These iconic worlds have become a part of our own culture.
Gotham City,
Metropolis,
Central City,
Atlantis.
Themyscira, and the iconography for DC's heroes.
images like the Bat symbol, the Batmobile,
logos like the S Shield and the Lantern
are immediately recognized worldwide.
The classic superheroes have inspired.
And the supervillains have entertained.
Generations of fans across the globe.
And that is who we're here to celebrate today. You, the DC fans.
The passion and the commitment you bring to the world of DC
Is what has kept it going for over 80 years.
And will keep us going for many more.
And the future of DC is brighter than ever.
We will have something for everyone.
Surprising and delighting fans who have been on the journey with us all along.
But also inspiring a whole new generation to carry the torch.
That is the power of DC.
What powers DC is you.
Sit back for the next few hours and enjoy
As we celebrate the past,
Showcase the present and preview what the future holds.
Welcome to DC Fandome. Welcome to DC Fandome.
welcome to DC Fandome.
Welcome to DC Fandome.
Welcome to DC Fandome.
Welcome to DC Fandome.
Welcome to DC Fandome.
Welcome to DC Fandome.
Welcome to DC Fandome. I feel like they all feel dumb about saying fandom.
Yeah.
It's like I can't believe I'm making say fandom.
The most powerful force in the universe is a story.
What is DC?
A story shapes hearts and minds, withstands the test of time, and changes the way we see the world. A story turns characters into icons, moments into memories, and shows us that heroes come in many forms. And in this fight for truth, justice, and a better tomorrow, our story
that's
is just beginning.
B-side.
You guys might want to hold on. This is going to be the start of something huge.
Heck, that scene is so
legit.
freaking cool.
You're part of this too. How am I part of it? You'll see.
Oh, what a great hype! Like, let's go, DC
Sounds pretty
fans.
cool.
I'll rescue our poor brethren.
Who am I?
I think there's something he needs to show me. The DC universe will never be the same.
I'm vengeance.
Hey everyone, I am Tiffany Smith and welcome to the much anticipated fan-inspired worldwide event, DC Fandome. Did you hear that music? Pretty cool, right? Well, DC Fandome now has its very own score by composer Blake Neely. If you're a credits watcher like me, you'll probably recognize his name from such terrific DC TV shows like, The Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and so many
By the
more.
way,
You will
gonna
be
have
hearing
people
a
come in
lot
now.
more of Blake's incredible score throughout the show. Now, if you were here last year, then you might have an idea of the kind of awesomeness that is about to come your way. Huge reveals, exclusive content, and a few big surprises. There is so much that I couldn't possibly do this on my own. So, of course, we put together a pretty super team of co-hosts, as well as celebrity hosts that you're gonna get to hang out with all day. So, let's say hello to a few of them right now, starting with our Brazilian friends.
Hello, superfans. I'm Érico Borgo. It is so good to be back at DC Fandome.
This is Aline Diniz e prepare-se para uma viagem fantástica através do multiverso DC.
Hi friends, mabuhay mga kababayan. My name is Gino Killiamore and I couldn't be more excited to share what DC has in store for you.
Bonjour les fanatiques, Teriel TM here. Vous n'êtes pas prêts. DC is doing it up big this year.
Hola mundo, I'm Gabby Cam, and all of us here are just as excited as you are to be back at DC Fandome. So sit back, get comfy, and get ready for the biggest celebration of all things DC.
G'day mates, I'm Jaden Rodriguez. Today, we gather from all around the globe to celebrate our love for DC Comics and the stars and creators who bring them to life. This is Warner Brothers and DC's way of saying thank you to the fans for your loyalty, dedication, and passion for the characters and the stories in the DC universe. Later in the show, you're not going to want to miss this, the much anticipated new trailer for The Batman.
And gamers, get ready for the Gotham Knights game.
Javisha Leslie flies into action as Batwoman.
And we're also diving in deep with my man, Jason Momoa.
And getting a mouthful, King Shark and Harley Quinn.
Shazam's Zachary Levi enlightens us on the fury of the gods.
We're taking the fast lane with The Flash, plus Naomi, Doom Patrol, Peacemaker, and some surprises.
With so much to share, let's kick things off in a really big way with one of the biggest stars to ever rock the DC universe.
They're gonna
Black
start.
Adam.
Boom. Let's go.
I've never seen the likes of it before. Having done James Bond for 10 years, 4 films, nothing compares to this.
I think that's a super cool idea.
I play Hawkman.
Nice.
Cyclones.
Atom Smasher.
Dr. Fate. Leading the whole charge is Dwayne Johnson.
He's more brutal, uncompromising, fueled by the depths of his pain. He's Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Here we go. The Rock himself.
Hey, DC Fandome, and hello to everyone watching around the world. I am so excited right now to be here and to talk to you about the man in black himself, Black Adam. Now, as you guys know, this character, this film, this universe has been a gigantic passion project of mine for a very long time. And I have worked so hard, worked these hands, these calluses, my fingers to the bone on this project because it's the kind of project that I know comes along once in a lifetime. And the truth is,
I think
I was born to play Black Adam.
Exactly what he said.
Now, we've just started the post-production process, which is so exciting. And the film has, without question, some of the biggest action sequences I have ever been a part of. And I am so proud and excited of our incredible team who are working away to create breathtaking, holy shit scenes that I know you're really going to love. Now, even though we're still working away, this is DC Fandome. So I felt like I had to bring you guys just a little something special. Now, you know me, guys, and you know, I always like to say that you, the audience, the people, you guys are my #1 boss. So I got together with my director, Jalma Colette-Serra, and we put together a little glimpse of one of the opening scenes of the movie when Black Adam is first revealed. Now, what you're gonna see here is why the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change. I hope you enjoy this very first look at the man in black himself, Black Adam.
Man, he knows how to drag things comes out. This is when supposedly he's gonna first be revealed in the movie.
She's down.
You only need to catch one. That was sick. Oh man. I'm excited for that. Late next year. Dude, late next year is going to be amazing.
What a way to start the show. Dwayne Johnson was honestly born to play Black Adam, am I right?
Yeah.
If you've been following him on Instagram, he's definitely been working hard to make sure his body looks just right for this role. Once again, if you're just joining us, I'm Tiffany Smith, and you know how I mentioned earlier we were gonna have some celebrity hosts for the show? Well, let's not waste any time and bring one of them in right now, real quick. I know you were hoping to see this guy, TV's Flash, AKA Barry Allen, AKA Grant Gustin in the house. How you doing, Grant? Thank you so much for joining us from set.
Thank you, Tiffany. I wouldn't miss experiencing DC Fandome with all the fans who are watching today.
Yeah, I am so excited for it as well. But we are here to talk with you about The Flash, and we have to talk about the end of season 7. What was it like seeing Nora again and meeting Bart? Is it a weird feeling for you to talk to your future kids who are basically like the same age as you?
Yeah, it has always been a little weird to play the father role with actors who are essentially the same age as me. But it's, you know, and for Barry, it was obviously a very emotional reunion with Nora and to meet Bart for the first time. But you know, for me, it's just fun. Like, I've always loved working with Jessica, who plays Nora, and you know, she's so sweet and so talented. And I'd never met or worked with Jordan before, but we have a lot of mutual friends, and we had a lot of fun together. So yeah, it was a blast having both of them on set.
Okay, so at DC Fandome last year, you touched on something the fans and you have been really hoping to see for years. Tell us about this obsession of yours with the gold boots on the Flash.
It's less of an obsession and more, it's just always been the final element that I think has been missing from our suits, you know? And I've loved all the versions of the Flash suit that we've had on the show, but the suit that we have now in particular, I think is kind of the closest to a lot of the different iterations you see in the comic books, with the exception of those gold boots. And I've always felt like the gold boots would just be the nice final touch.
Now, although I'd love to keep the combo going, we've got to toss this over to where Grant's TV wife is standing by.
News.
Thanks, Grant. It is so great to be here talking to DC superfans. My role as reporter Iris West Allen on The Flash has given me the skills needed to properly introduce DC Fandome's news flashes. The time has finally come. Grant and Barry Allen finally get the gold boots for season 8 of The Flash. Here is the first official look at the new costume.
Oh, it looks good. It is good.
Look at you smiling. How excited are you to finally have the boots?
Yeah, I'm very excited that fans get to see the first look at the boots. I'll probably be running around Vancouver in them. So I'm really excited you guys got to see a first look at the boots.
Thanks so much, Grant. I'm looking forward to seeing you in action in those coveted gold boots. I know it's going to be awesome on the show. And hey, it's been fun kicking it here with you. Yeah, sorry. Dad jokes. They're just going to keep coming. Coming up, we've got some never-before-seen footage from the Suicide Squad game, Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom, Harley Quinn, and all the Batmans. Or Batmen. You know what I mean. Now, not only do we here in the DC Fandome want to know what you out there in the fanverse think, but we wanted to know what you can do. You sent in the best of your best cosplay and fan art, and here is just a sample of some of the amazing talent out there in the DC fandom.
That was awesome. Static Shock doesn't. That was amazing.
Aloha, DC Fandome. I apologize for the 4-year wait.
Oh my gosh.
Been there since 2017. But I'm very proud of the sequel because it's tackling a lot of issues environmentally. The stakes are higher, and I'm just excited because I had a big part in my boy James, you know?
Super sweet, man.
Check it out. I'm excited for you to see it. The tides are changing. It's important. The tides are changing.
Like the comic book, the world of Aquaman is so big and so rich.
It's epic. It's huge. It's colorful. The world is at stake.
I'm super excited to be back making the sequel. I have so much invested into it. I love this character. I love what it represents. There's nothing that I've ever been a part of that's like this.
People are going to be in for a treat. When Aquaman 2 comes out, they're going to get a movie that's more mature, but yet still retain its fun, to give the audience something different, something new that they haven't seen before.
The success of that movie as the biggest DC movie of all time shows what James Wan and his team were able to do. And in this second film, we have turned the dials up to 11. It has the action, the fun, the heart.
Action!
Superheroes and supervillains have entertained generations of fans across the globe.
Good, you got it? We put that in the movie?
To play around with this cast again is quite a trip. We're having a blast. This movie's a lot of fun.
I think fans are going to be very happy. And I think James is really excited to go all out.
This is an exciting scene. We better get to a little bit of action.
It's going to be a fun adventure like it was the first time. Just better.
We see that Black Manta is still seeking his vengeance to try and kill Aquaman. That's gonna be something that's exciting for the audience, something for them to be swept up into the world of Aquaman again.
About to kick some ass.
It's a globe-trotting story. We visit so many different worlds. This movie isn't afraid to embrace its fantasy and go on this magical journey. I think it's gonna be really awesome.
Aquaman. Now there is a cool gig I could get used to. That surf and turf lifestyle, swimming in the day, carrying a gigantic pitchfork at night with some facial hair all over my face. So you could imagine my excitement when I heard I was cast in the next Aquaman. I was like, hey, hold up. What about Jason Momoa? How did he take the news? Apparently he was extremely happy for me. He thought I would be the perfect fish in HBO Max's upcoming Aquaman King of Atlantis animated miniseries. Here's a splash of what's to come. A splash.
He is Aquaman,
and he just became king of Atlantis.
Thank you. Style at all.
Nope.
Is there a different throne we could... No.
And the fate of his people, of his home, of all the world is in his hands.
That's right. So yeah, no pressure.
Join Aquaman for the undersea adventure of a lifetime. Aquaman, King of Atlantis, 3-part special event, now streaming.
Huh? Ocean Master? Hey, Ocean Master, you out there anywhere?
I think he's gone.
So be it. Farewell, my brother.
Still got your trident.
Oh, that little... I hate this! We're supposed to be getting revenge on him, not saving him!
It's fine. It'll still be the same mission. Get Ocean Master, punch him, and bring the trident back to Atlantis.
Yeah, but it's less fun now.
True, but if you don't bring Ocean Master back, everyone's definitely gonna think you 100% killed him.
And I won't even get to! That's the worst part!
Where do you think they went?
I don't know. I have to ask for help from the only people who don't think I'm a total joke. People who are not people. People who...
Just say fish.
Fish. I'm talking to the fish. Yeah, I'm talking to the fish. Like this one, that one, her or him. Or maybe even this. I send down the kind of sonar. It intercepts their brains. They shoot it back to me. And it goes inside my face. They tell me their thoughts and fears. They tell me secret things. They all love me and I love them because I am their king.
Hello mates, Jaden Rodriguez in the DC Fandome. Wow, look at this place. After that last segment, I've got that song, Talking to the Fish, stuck in my head. And if you can't get enough of this tune, well, you can listen to it right now on Spotify. I'd like to introduce to you two legends in the comic book and entertainment world. Milestone Media partner, Reggie Hudlin, and Milestone Media co-founder, Dennis Cowan. And a familiar face from the DC family, Echo Kellum. Take a look.
All right, hey everybody, I am Echo Kellum, and first of all, I hope you guys are having a blast at DC Fandome 2021. Now, we have a really great program in store for you guys today, and to get things started, I would like to introduce you all to two legends in the comic book and entertainment world, Milestone Media partner, Reggie Hudlin, and Milestone Media co-founder, Dennis Cowan.
Sound claps.
Oh, yeah, that's like applause everywhere. Now, first of all, I'm so happy to be able to interview you guys. Static Shock was such a huge thing for me growing up and whatnot. But for those of us who might not know, could you please tell us what Milestone and Milestone Media is?
Milestone was founded in, actually was founded in the 90s by myself with Derek Dingle, Michael Davis, and Dwayne McDuffie. The late great Dwayne McDuffie. People of color are underrepresented in this industry, especially, I mean, in the entertainment industry in general, but especially in comic books. So we all got together with the idea of doing comic books for creators of color. The best way to do that was to get together and to create a line of books that would reflect and represent our culture. So that's what we did. We started with a book called Static, and we did a book called Hardware. Icon and Rocket was the next one, followed by The Blood Syndicate, and we launched in 1992 to great acclaim. It was very successful and kind of changed the game in comics.
Static Shock is
in a major way.
Icon as well.
And suddenly, people who were underrepresented now had representation. It was a big deal, and it was a lot of fun to do, but it was a lot at that time.
You guys have already made big strides since the Fandome 2020 panel with the launch of Static Season 1 and Icon and Rocket Season 1 and Hardware Season 1 limited series. So what's the feedback been like from fans, new and old, seeing these characters in their renaissance?
It's really been great. People were like, about time, you were taking too long, but now you're here, you're living up to expectations. It's a lot of commentary from a lot of different types of people. They love the art. They're like, oh my God, I love this kind of, you know, black anime style that's, you know, you guys didn't get stuck in the past. You kept it relevant. You kept it edgy to what's now. They really love the dynamic between Static and his dad. I relate to it a lot as a reader. I'm like, wow, that's like me and my father. I try to be like that with my son. It's great stories, but it's in that Milestone tradition of what are stories you're not going to read at any other company. Milestone's unique style of storytelling, which delivers quality superhero action because the founders were all the top creators in the business then and now, and at the same time, really speaking to where people of color are and what our challenges are in the 21st century.
Oh, that's awesome. That's very cool. And I know you were talking about the universe and whatnot. So like, well, comic book fans, they obviously love the notion of a connected universe. Will we see some of the characters from season 1 titles begin to appear in each other's books?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely part of the plan. I mean, we're working so far ahead. We actually already know how season 1 is going to end and how, you know, things might advance from there. So we can tell you with all confidence to the fans out there that yes, the characters will appear in each other's books and meet each other. And there is an interconnected, you know, Dakotaverse, you know, Milestone universe within these books. So that's one of the things that we've been focusing on and doing it.
What else is in the works? What's coming up?
Well,
we have a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah, all these books have been really successful. So you'll be seeing season 2 of Icon and Hardware and Static and Icon and Rocket. But there's a book that everyone's been like, yo, what's going on?
You're going to bring it back?
What's our favorite?
We liked the other stuff, but
yeah,
you know.
come with our thing.
What's
So
up?
Blood Syndicate, which is, I mean, a shocking number of people's favorite book from the original Milestone line, will be coming back. And a lot of people have been shocked about how hard the Loon line of books have been. Blood Syndicate, that's all I'm saying.
Could you guys talk about a little bit of the compendium that's coming out, the Milestone compendium that's having like all the old comics or something like that coming in, right?
Yeah, again, we're trying to give people what they want. So many fans have been like, Reg, we're so excited you're bringing the new books back, but you know, my mom threw out my books, or I moved and there was some water damage, so I lost all my original copies, or I was too young back then, but I want to catch up with the old school as well as the new school. So it's a giant book. You know, it's going to be huge.
1,300 pages of material. Soft cover, 1,300 pages of collecting the first runs of Hardware and Icon and Rocket, Static, like everything. And this is volume 1.
I keep hearing this aspect that you really want to bring the media back into Milestone media, right? Can you talk to us about some of those potential projects that might be existing outside of the comic book realm?
They're not might, they're real.
existing.
They're happening. We've got 2 movie projects in development right now. The script that Randy McKinnon is writing for the live action feature film version of Static is, you know, he's hard at work right now. We're gonna be getting that soon. So live action Static Shock is a real thing. That's in the works. You know, Warner Brothers is excited about it. We're excited about it.
Michael B. Jordan's excited about it.
Michael B. Jordan's producing the movie with us.
I wonder if he's going to star in it, because I heard he was just producing.
That no one knows yet. This is Fandome breaking news, which is the first Milestone animated feature film is now in the works. You know, we just hired an amazing writer, and if you guys have been reading Hardware, you know how dope he is as a writer.
Brandon Thomas.
Brandon Thomas
has been hired to write our screenplay for our animated feature, and in conjunction with Warner Brothers. And we're very excited about that. That's going to be a massive project.
Massive.
With more than one character.
Yeah.
This is going to be the thing that Milestone fans have been really dreaming about for a long time. And we're happy to give it to them finally. So, you know, not only are we doing live action, we're doing animation.
Yeah.
And we're bringing it, so.
Yeah. So, Compendium, all the classic, old school milestone material. We've got the Black History Month book that's in the works, and 2 movies in the works.
Wow. I mean, you guys are dropping some major kernels and awesome news, but I'm hearing that there is some news that you guys are kind of holding back, some really big news. Can you guys tell everyone about how Milestone is working to create the next wave of great superhero storytellers?
We're doing a program that we're so excited about. It's in conjunction with DC Comics. DC has a program called NGDC, Next Generation DC. It's a large program. We're doing a part of that program called the Milestone Initiative. We're partnering with Ally, and they're working with us to bring the next generation of comic book artists, writers, colorists, editors, letterers, and all aspects of the comic book industry to comics.
You know, there's a lot of talented people. The same way you look at the Black presence in music, the Black presence in film and television, is now to have that, it's time for us to have that same impact on the comic industry. You know, pioneers like Dennis, like Dwayne, like Cal Baker, like Christopher Priest, you know, these are the folks who just, you know, they had a machete, and then the machete broke, then they had a butter knife, but they kept cutting their way through the woods and they cleared a path. And now we're saying, come on, let's go.
Right, right, because none of it, all of it's meaningless unless there are people behind you who are also doing the same thing and even better from that path that you made. So that's why this is very important to us. And we're very excited about our relationship, you know, with DC and Ally.
So what we want everyone to do is, if you have interest in any aspect of this business, you know, in terms of comic books, in terms of animation, all these different fields, apply to the program.
Yes.
We won't take everybody, but we're going to take the best of the bunch, and we'll put you in seminars and training sessions with some of the most talented people in our field.
See,
you're going to hear from the best of the best.
It kind of goes,
and we're going to groom you to be the next generation of superstars. We need you.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say,
this
like,
is cool,
as
but you guys
a
could have
young
simple,
creator,
put this into
this is such amazing news. The fact that you guys are helping representation in this field, it's critical, and POCs and LGBTQIA groups will be very, this is just really great work, and I'm sure Dwayne is smiling from heaven with just how you guys are honoring his legacy and just continuing to do some really great work. That's really awesome. That's really dope. I'm very happy to hear that. Well, I want to thank my guests, Milestone exec Reggie Hudlin and Dennis Cowan, for joining us today. And I want to thank you for being a part of our DC Fandom 2021. Be sure to keep watching for more news, fun, and excitement as DC Fandom continues.
What an amazing opportunity for our fans. A special shout out to Ally for backing that program. The next segment is one of my favorites because it celebrates our fans. And here is just a sample of the amazing talent out there in the DC Fandome.
Nice.
It's in rotation right now.
Yeah. That one's good.
Okay, that's good.
Not bad either.
Not that bad. Okay, actually good.
Nice. Nah. No. Okay, it's not bad. Yeah. That's really good. Holy
really
crap.
Good. Nah.
Okay. That's really good too. Yeah,
good.
Not bad. Wow, look at the wings.
That's awesome. Nah. Yeah, that's awesome.
She looks like she is Wonder Woman. So, like she could have started.
Such incredible talent out there. And I hear that Jim Lee will be announcing the winners at the end of the show. So stay tuned to see if you've been chosen. Now, back over to you, Candace, for some more breaking news.
DC and Webtoon recently partnered to bring our iconic superheroes and supervillains to new and old fans, kicking off the collaboration with Batman Wayne Family Adventures, a smash hit inspired by the fandom around the Bat family. All your fan-favorite characters like Stephanie Brown, Cassandra Cain, Barbara Gordon, and Duke Thomas will have their own featured episodes and arcs in this hilarious slice of life series, only available on Webtoon. And DC fans can expect more amazing DC Webtoon originals coming soon. Check out this exclusive sneak peek.
true. Newsflash is our thing. Oh man, this looks like Miriam's cup of tea right here.
Yep. That's right.
Nice. Cassandra Cain is so cool and so underrated.
Alright, right?
She's so awesome.
Come on, bring it on.
Still to come, Peacemaker, Gotham Knights, and the Batman.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hello, it's me again, international superstar and superhero.
I remember when this dude
Luna
just
Boy.
was
Now,
like
as some
on
of you may
YouTube.
know,
He was
I
like
actually
Brian
got
Fine.
my
He was
start
like
in
nobody.
Green Lantern.
Now he's
issue number
everywhere.
173 in
He's like a
1984. Well, actually, I was just 2 years old then, because I'm talking, of course, about my super dope comic character, Javelin. You know, the one with the huge rod. Yeah, that's the one. As you saw earlier, I also
dude.
play a hilarious
Jesus.
animated fish in the Aquaman
A little
King
on
of
the
Atlantis
nose there.
series you just saw. Boy, I am so
What do you want?
multi-talented. Watch out. Two things I can do. Anyway, over the years, Javelin and his impressive collection of pointy poles has popped up in many different scenarios. But I gotta say, I'm really digging where he ended up. No, I don't mean dead, but with that infamous team of supervillains, the Suicide Squad. And for those of you who are worried about Javelin's fate, fear not. I'm here to tell you today that Javelin is still alive and, spoiler alert, will be applying to head up the Justice League after their fate is revealed in the huge new video game Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
No way.
Oh. You are about to get a sneaky peeky, so don't go anywhere because it is going to be a massive, and we know when it comes to the universe
man,
of
you're gonna
DC
be-
video
oh,
games
wow.
and Javelins, size matters.
Really?
Let's take a look.
Jesus. Whoa, we're gonna see it now?
What?
Oh man.
Okay, okay.
Are the worst
Okay,
of the
okay.
worst of the worst. Still, you're good at what you do. Even if what you do is far from good. Welcome to Task Force X.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me take a look at you. A muscle head, a nut job, something that offends my eyes, and a homeless person.
Captain Boomerang, can't wait.
You're perfect.
Why are you so small?
Just checking. We're all seeing that thing, right?
This has one-way ticket written all over it.
Oi, what the hell have you sent us into? It's a bloody war zone out here.
Eyes up, people.
Congratulations, Task Force X. You're the first assets to make it into Metropolis alive.
Javelin.
I was just about to do
Is to kill the Justice League.
Here we go. Flat Green Lantern. Oh my god. Wonder Woman, she looks awesome. Heck yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Raise your hand if taking
Oh,
on
no.
the League is the worst idea you've ever heard.
Oh well.
I kinda zoned out.
What did you think would happen? You'd crawl out of your cells, swoop in, save the day? Which
Oh my
superheroes
God.
did you say you were?
Again.
Remember, your heads are ticking.
He's not gonna make it.
What the heck? See? See?
Wally,
See?
the
You're at
penguin
this.
is in flight.
Wonder Woman's on your
Repeat,
side.
The penguin is in flight.
Then let's clip his wings.
Oh
Got it.
my god! He's getting up!
Hitting him again.
At the door! Somebody stop him!
Did that get him?
No! It very much did not get him. Waller! Blow up his head!
Still 2022. Yep. Let's go. And it's only for PS5 and the new Xbox. So this is a next gen game.
Well, definitely don't want to get on Amanda Waller's bad side.
That was
Maybe it's a good thing Jasmine is
awesome.
not in the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game.
That's awesome. Here, what else? Rice.
Rice?
Still lit?
What rice?
Of course, in the movie, I was hoping I'd come back to life in the end credit sequence, but no such luck. Maybe that'll happen in the VHS version of The Suicide Squad. Double fingers, double crossed. Let's do this.
Lettuce?
I mean, look, John Cena gets a spin-off series, but not me. Flula Borg, I'm delicious. Where's my show? The Suicide Squad is fast becoming a huge franchise for DC with comic books, huge movies, the games of video like you just saw. Not starring me, apparently. Spin-off series. Also not starring me, rude.
That was
And music
awesome.
videos.
Like, that's
Fine, I'll
what's
make
coming
my own. I
next
have a
year.
phone.
Next year?
Anyway,
Wow,
if you go to the clubs like I do with me and my bester
That
friend,
was
squad
awesome.
friend King
I'm amazed
Shark,
they showed that
you
now.
know
Like, I
this
would've
next
shown that
song
later.
is all
Yeah.
the
They're
rage.
kind of all over the place.
Give me
Yeah,
those
they
glow
should.
sticks. Yeah, don't give them to him.
What? What are you doing? It sticks to my pants now. It's weird.
Oh.
King Shark.
Vegetarian.
What? Eat.
Num num. Num num.
Oh my god.
No.
King Shark via my careful.
Num num.
That's what you're thinking about right now.
No. Hungry. Peacemaker. There's nothing like me. We're all gonna die.
This is weird.
And we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Just try to get that song out of your brains now, baby sharks. Of course, I'm happy to be a part of such an amazing squad, and that includes you, the fans. Thank you for supporting everything the Suicide Squad. We heart you, I think it goes like that, and I know I'm not alone when I say that. I have proof for you. Here is a very special message from all my squad buddies to share. Check me out. I mean, check it out. It's this week. I'm not a narcissist. I donate.
From the entire Suicide Squad, from the bottom of our hearts,
Idris,
we thank you.
None of this would be possible without you.
You are the reason why we do what we do.
As a director, I feel truly blessed.
We are so incredibly grateful and lucky to have you.
Wow, I don't know what to say, guys. It's so unexpected. I just feel so loved. I don't have a speech prepared or anything, but let me just say that you are so welcome.
John, we're not thanking you, mate.
We're thanking all the fans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Idiot. I mean, of course, the fans, right? They know I like to joke around, which is exactly what that was. It's a joke.
Sure, John.
What John means is that he would also like to thank you, our amazing fans.
Thank you. Love you guys.
I liked it.
Yeah. And
Okay, you guys know that was a joke.
Go.
The Suicide Squad would be absolutely nowhere without the support of the fans.
There's,
You guys love these
There's nobody
characters so
talking.
much, if
Can't even
not
see
more
them.
than we do. And I truly want to thank you for your passion. Flula, man, I'm sorry, bro. Javelin would have made a great character for a spin-off. Hey, you know what? Maybe we can see about getting him involved somewhere down the line on Peacemaker. I mean, no promises. James Gunn created this whole thing for HBO Max, and he has a vision all worked out, but we'll see what we can do. And if you want to hear more what's in store for Peacemaker, you can join James, myself, and my amazing castmates for some additional insights. Hey everybody, John Cena here on the set of Peacemaker.
Every time you were shooting, you went, ow!
Why am I doing this?
They said you couldn't get a job.
Get up.
Oh, hi. 23andMe says I might be 26% asshat. I know my last name is Smith. That's a generic fucking name. The reason it's Smith is because we came over as asshats and I had to change it on Ellis Island.
Looks like they had fun making the show, at least. I didn't know James Gunn was directing the show, too.
Hey, everybody, I'm James Gunn. Today we're talking all things Peacemaker. Of course, I'm joined by my behind-the-scenes partners in crime, executive producers Peter Safran and Matt Miller,
Honestly,
and
I'm
a
not
fantastic
hugely
cast. Peacemaker himself,
in this
John Cena, Danielle Brooks, who plays a character of my own making, Leota Adebayo, Jennifer Howland and Steve Agee, Amelia Harcourt and John Economos, and Chuck Owuji as Clemson Mern, and finally, Freddie Stroma, who is our vigilante. So, guys, let's get into it.
It goes without saying, I miss you guys. It's great to see you all.
Miss you so much. You too.
John, were you surprised when Peter called you up and said, hey, you know, we're thinking about doing a Peacemaker TV series?
I was surprised, but man, I was more than ready and I was more than excited, and I'm glad we got the opportunity.
Freddie, for you, you came in and you're playing the oddest character of everybody, Vigilante Adrian Chase. And you're not that odd.
Yeah, no, I'm so pretty vanilla. I love it. I really, like, as soon as I started reading the sides, I was just like, oh, I really like this character. And he has just that kind of, you know, a really fun relationship with Peacemaker, and obviously working with John was just incredible.
I've seen Freddie, but for how many of the rest of you are you hearing him talk with a British accent for the first time?
Oh, me? Yeah. And I'm like, my brain is melted. I can't believe it.
So, Danielle, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character in general, who she is and what's her story?
This is all new to her, you know, and so she's coming in very green. She used to work with animals, and now she's been thrown into this completely different world.
You brought her to life. You really did. And you do inhabit a role in this very special way. And it was just so fun to see you flow.
For Harcourt, her relationship with Adebayo, this new member of the team that's coming in and that Harcourt does not trust, it was
thing is, we have no context
really
for any of this. I feel like this is all just like kind of like
when I met Danielle, and I literally could not
no reason
because
I'm like we don't know any of these characters yet or their dynamic.
She's the
we haven't even
most
seen a trailer yet.
Just
some behind the scenes.
Wonderful person.
The sisterhood of Harcourt and Adebayo is a wonderful thing to see.
It feels like that's part of. Sorry, James.
No, go ahead, Chuck.
The first day we shot, at least I shot in John Cena's trailer. And it was the scene where we all, the team, meet John Cena. And Danielle, you made her continuously improvise, being nervous. And she would, I mean, that improvisation there were tears running down people's eyes, and it went on. And Danielle was put on the spot, and the things that were coming out of her, and to the point where off camera, Steve Agee just had to get his camera out and film it.
I was just gonna say, it reminds me of how often working with Steve, you'd be in a scene and you'd look over behind the camera and there's Agee filming you.
This is like my first day with the cast, like all the cast too, and Steve Agee is recording, everybody's laughing. John Cena's holding character, so he's making me nervous. Everything, it was crazy, but it was one of the things I will never, ever, ever forget.
It's okay if you do forget it, because I have it all on video.
John Cena's best at is just holding character, because they have to do that. In the wrestling world too, just hold character.
Everything
you have to
about
100% all the time.
6'7" self, however tall you are.
It's about right.
Freddie was such a warm spirit to come into the space as well. Like, you know, even though he was new, he jumped right in fearlessly and worked with us. And Jakudi is the real deal from day one. You're just like, oh my gosh, he elevated all of us to bring our best. So it's been really great getting to work with everybody. And you just really made a girl's dream come true to get to tell this story with you all. And this is not a world that a person like me normally gets to be a part of at all. To have the action portion and also the depth of a person, I am so thankful for you.
I love you. I just think you're the greatest. Although, I'm surprised you did give Chuck so many, compliments, because you would often come over to me and say, I was supposed to tell Chuck to watch you to see how it's done.
Oh, yeah. Everybody had to get on my level.
James, I remember you said to me on set one day that only Eagly competed with Chuck in terms of being a really great actor. You said that was the only one.
I think we have not brought up Eagly, who, of course, steals the show.
He's Peacemaker's pet eagle, and he's Peacemaker's best friend. As a dowel with some green tape on it, Eagly stole the show.
Yeah, that's true.
I also got to say that this is probably the third or fourth thing I've worked with James on, and I've never seen him more giddy working on something in my entire life. I mean, there was one night we were shooting, and the whole time, it was like 3 a.m, and James is just running around laughing like a maniac, and he kept saying, I can't believe they're letting me shoot this.
Yeah, that's the happiest night of my life. I'm like, that was Warner Brothers' funeral that they let me do that. We'll see.
I have one. I mean, this is, I believe, the only show that has John Cena dancing for 4 minutes in his tighty whities to the choir boys. I don't believe there's ever been a show that offers that up.
The memorable tighty whities.
Okay, so we're going to be taking some questions from the fans. These came from Instagram and Twitter. So at Remy.C.L asked, was there any characters you wanted to put in Peacemaker but couldn't? I guess that's a question to me. The answer is no. I got to put in every character I wanted to. For John Cena, at Popsignite asks, what was the most difficult part of becoming Peacemaker?
I think it was just getting comfortable being a super asshole. I'm normally just a normal asshole. And I think just being a high-octane asshole was probably the most difficult part.
Was that really difficult? Because it seemed to come to you pretty easily. Okay, here's a big question. I guess we can throw this to Matt and Peter. What can we expect for the show? Ask at MagicCM1210.
Well, I mean, I think what we can expect is a truly original superhero show. James wrote all 8 episodes. He directed 5 of the 8. Wow. And it's just got that unique tone that James brings to all the content that he creates. So I think it's something pretty special.
Yeah, I would also just add to that with the action and the spectacle and the emotion and the comedy is also like this workplace comedy at the center of it, about all of these characters that kind of come together. It's like The Office as a superhero show.
With more people getting shot in the face than in The Office.
Occasionally, yeah.
So, at Smrudy Anmol asks, is Peacemaker gonna go through a journey of changing from a jerk to a lovable hero in the series, or will he remain that crazy, not to be trusted liberator? That's kind of a spoiler.
I was gonna say, questions that can't be answered. That's perfect. It's right up my alley. We just can't give anything away. You'll have to watch and see on HBO Max.
What about the rest of you? What did you feel about, seeing Peacemaker's journey on this show?
Can't really say much. So there's definitely great character arcs that you will
I don't even know who this is. Like, what character is he
playing? You root for him regardless of his past, and you hope that he will change. And I just thought that was such an interesting thing to explore with the series.
I think one of the interesting things about Adebayo and Peacemaker is that on paper, they seem very different. They seem like polar opposites, but they actually have a ton of things in common. And one of the things that they're both dealing with is loyalty versus morality, and not disappointing people that mean the most to them, and finding the beauty in each other, even though their worlds are completely different. So that was a lot of fun to play with, and definitely added to the layers of our 2 characters.
That's extremely well said.
She's the only one he gets along with. She's the only one that thinks he's funny, Right. She laughs at him, she blows off the stuff that he says that's stupid, and realize he's an ignorant asshole. And that to me is really special because it is so much of what the show is about.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and I'm just grateful to be a part of this crew because no one came in with an ego. Nobody came in with a chip on their shoulder, but everyone comes in with a history, with something to offer, with a set of skills, and it's a bold step. You're James, you're taking a step into trying to grow the genre, and we're gonna do it with 8 episodes, and hopefully we have more, but everyone has their moment, and that certainly comes from your writing.
Really quickly, there was a sense of, we're gonna have fun doing this, so that really helped. And that came top down, the shit rolls downhill.
Isn't Peacemaker an original It's been such a great experience, and such a fun, massive experiment. That I just can't wait to share it with the fans, DC fans and just fans in general.
Yeah, I want to say thank you, everybody, for giving us all so much time. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody's well, and I hope to see everybody soon.
Good to see
Bye, guys.
everyone.
Miss you.
Bye-bye.
Miss you all. Oh, man, thank you guys so much for all your questions. I'm stoked to see that you guys are so excited about the series. Almost as excited as I am.
Created
I
in
know I had a great
1966.
time. I hope you guys did. But before we let you go, I have a little surprise for you. It's an exclusive, never before seen first look at a Peacemaker teaser.
All right, let's see.
Jamil, you cool?
What does that mean?
Truth is, you're supposed to be in prison.
For what?
Superhero stuff.
What superhero are you?
Peacemaker.
Get out of here! There's no superhero called Peacemaker!
Dude, I'm famous.
You're a born killer with expertise in every weapon known to humankind. I'm giving you the chance to stay out of prison and work for me.
Kill people.
Bad people.
This is Harcourt. Be a handler in the field. John Economist, Tech and Tactics. And this is our new recruit, Adebayo.
You don't have to shoot people after I already killed them.
Right. Who's the guy that's peeking out behind the trash can?
Vigilantes, trying to be helpful.
Our first target is Senator Royland Goff. Goff may be traveling with his family.
Are you sure those 2 kids came out of those parents? That's an attractive couple, and that one looks like it came out of them, but the other one looks like a butt baby.
A butt baby.
Yeah, my older brother told me there's 2 types of babies. One that comes out normal, and then butt babies. Worse in every way, they come out of a woman's butt. No, I believed I was a butt baby until I was like 14.
That explains a lot.
Oh my God. Wow.
There's something about him that's sad.
Hey, Dad.
How did my sperm grow into a Nancy boy like you?
No, lately I'm just thinking maniac.
Hey, no! No!
That's because we're born killers. What separates us from other killers is we only kill bad people. Usually. Unless there's a mistake.
You use being a jerk as a way to push people away.
You suck at PowerPoint!
But if you would just drop that, people actually might like you.
This is a prequel, right?
You already made another movie?
No, they're making a show. Wow. He's making a show. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Oh my God. He's hugging me. He's hugging me. Dad, grab my phone. I don't want to move. Dad?
January 13th?
Still to come,
Whoa, that's a
Supergirl,
lot sooner than I
DC
thought
League
it
of
was.
Super Pets, and a first look at the Flash movie.
All right, Superman time, it looks like.
Yes, I'm super excited for an up-close and personal look at the Superman family of characters and shows. I'm actually a lifetime fan of the Man of Steel, and now there's more Superman content than ever before. From the hit series, Superman and Lois, give it
Which I
up
hear is
for
actually pretty good.
Superman and Lois, Tyler Hoechlin, and Elizabeth Tulloch.
Thanks, Grant.
Thank you, Grant. Needless to say, we're big fans of you too.
And we're so excited to be here. Thank you to the fans for giving Superman and Lois such a warm welcome into your homes. Thanks to you, we're coming back for a second season.
But wow, season 1, you had a secret brother. Lois had a lot going on with just about everyone. Jordan found out he has powers, Jonathan doesn't. And remember how cute you looked when you were coaching high school football? The sky is the limit for Superman and Lois, especially in season 2. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at our first day back on set.
You could go behind the. Oh my God.
Love that representing.
Definitely.
You did, but I'm not that
So this is Superman and Lois.
Why, hello, DC Fandome. Welcome to the Ken home.
Well, if you'd like to come
Oh
in,
look,
just wipe
the
off your
Marvel
shoes
kid
first.
decided
Yeah.
to join us.
Hey everyone, so we're just gonna take you on a
don't know
brief
if they can
tour
see
of the
properly
house. This
there.
is a staircase that is, I wanna say it's a fake staircase, but it's not.
I don't know.
It just
the
doesn't
stream's
go
a
to
little delayed. I
anything.
can't tell.
It's the Great Beyond up there.
The Great Beyond, that is right. So this is our hallway.
Yeah, you're good.
As you can see, got some family photos and some other stuff, and we shoot, I would say the majority of our scenes are in the kitchen. A
Just let the mic
non-working
and pick
fridge
them up,
with
since
actually,
most
look at that,
times I
nothing
have
in
too
it.
much to say. Just saying.
Tyler has a drawer in this kitchen that he hides his stuff in. I also have a drawer in this kitchen that I hide my stuff in. And
So,
I have
what we've already seen.
a
We saw
candy
Black
stash.
Adam, which
I
looked
have a note
awesome.
saying,
Really looked
Bitsy
really
stuff,
freaking good.
please leave in the drawer.
That was
More
the first thing
candy,
they showed.
hand sanitizer,
We
eye
saw
drops, water,
the Flash's
sides, hair
Flash
things, my phone.
CW
It's
show.
like a
He's
freshman
gonna have
locker.
yellow boots.
Yeah, do it.
Wow.
Let's go into what was formerly
we
Martha
saw,
Kent's bedroom, but is now
Peacemaker.
Lois's office.
Which looked alright.
Personally, this is my favorite room in the house. I
and
think
then
it
we
has
saw
just the
already
coolest amount of
Suicide
stuff
Squad
around.
Killer
There's a really cute
And it
family
looked
photo over here.
It looked
if
awesome.
I had to pick
And it's still
something
coming
that
out
I
next year,
wanted to take
2022.
home, what's that?
So what
Other
I
than
heard,
my
and I
candy
don't know
and
if
my
they
candy
confirmed
drawer, it
there,
would be
that
this
Peacemaker
photo.
is supposed to be a sequel to
this little
Suicide
old
Squad.
camera.
Yeah, see, it's
That
what
old
James
brown
Gunn
camera.
said.
It's really cool. I'm always constantly
if they said
fidgeting
it, I
with it and
wasn't
having to
paying attention
memorize
that close.
exactly where it was so that I don't ruin it.
Just because I'm not really interested in the Peacemaker show, but I don't know.
Dining room
Well,
scenes, I would
I'll
say
have to
we
look it up,
shoot
'cause I'm
most
confused
of
on that
our
too. Is
eating
it a
scenes
prequel
in
or
the
a sequel?
kitchen.
'Cause it
We've
makes
got
sense
some
if it's
stuff in here.
So
Out
that's
the
what
window,
I read, and that's
remember
why I
when
was waiting
first
for
started
the
shooting
trailer
on Graham, I
for
was
Black
like,
Adam,
oh, so
but
cool. There's
apparently I
these
missed it.
crazy,
But
large
what I heard
photographs
is that
get
it was a
changed
sequel, and
according
that
to
was
time of
directly
day.
from James
The
Gunn.
exterior of the farmhouse is
Yes, it is
totally
directed
separate,
and
and we
written by
shoot all the
James
exterior
Gunn.
scenes
So-
there. Anything interior is on our staging.
And as
We
you guys,
also shoot a
well,
lot
you guys
in
don't know this,
the living room.
but
This was one of
ever
my
since,
favorite
like 2007's
scenes, which was
WWE,
the big paint
and
fight.
please don't
Yes.
quote me
Yeah.
on that
Yes.
It
one,
was really fun.
where it was Dave Bautista
So
versus John
sometimes
Cena's
during lunch, I come here and I play piano
last
to
match
unwind. A
together,
lot of
one of the
crew kind of
matches
joins in
together,
and whatnot,
where
and people start singing
John was
along.
declared
So,
the winner.
you know, a lot of people
That's
have
when I
fun in
became a
this,
John Cena
little
fan,
room,
and that
we're
was
not
since I was a
exactly
kid. So
working
I
as
was
well.
really hyped up to see him as Peacemaker, and it was a really good movie. I loved it. So seeing that he's gonna have a movie,
My
or is it a
talented
show?
son,
It's a show.
Ah.
It's a show. A show with John Cena in it.
The boys'
I'm
bedrooms are on
excited.
another
I love John
stage,
Cena.
so because again, the
And,
upstairs is to the great
and
beyond.
I don't know if you
and then
guys
there's
heard
the
the
porch
song
that wraps
already,
around,
but if you
we
haven't,
typically
go check
shoot
it
the
out
porch scenes
on
outside
Spotify.
on the exterior
Face
farmhouse
Off with Dwayne Johnson. And
Thank you,
know,
everyone,
just
for joining
hearing
us
that
on this
song
tour
and then
of the
seeing him
Kent
play a
house.
Black
We
Adam.
hope you join
that's-
us for the rest of season 2.
I really
and
hope that they
the
put that
beyond.
song with
and,
that movie.
Thanks for watching.
Like as soon as he comes up, like I got some moan in my veins, my culture banging but strange. It's not gonna happen. I really hope it does.
While we're happy for another season of our show, we're also sad that it's almost time to say farewell to Supergirl.
I forgot.
The series is in its 6th and final season.
Ooh,
I donned the cape
no
of
wonder.
Superman for the
It's
first
really
time on
bad.
Supergirl, so it has a special place in my heart, and it is bittersweet to
prequel
say
series.
farewell to my on-screen cousin and friend, Melissa Benoist, as Supergirl.
It was announced as a sequel
Supergirl
series,
reminds
though.
us that we are all powerful and strong. The challenge is realizing our own potential. Right now, the cast of Supergirl, including
May
Supergirl
not.
herself,
May not.
Melissa Benoist, have gathered to
Nothing's
chat
been
about the
confirmed, I
show
guess.
and
Yeah,
share their
so
favorite memories
I
over
really
the
hope
past
it's a
6
sequel
seasons.
because
Let's
you know
listen.
the only way that could work is if they put him into the Lazarus pit. And doing that will bring Ra's al Ghul into the.
I don't know if they're
Hi,
gonna do that.
everybody.
Well,
It's
not
Melissa Benoist,
him
and I'm
directly,
here
but
on the
actually
set
having
of
him
Supergirl
involved.
with some of my amazing co-stars on the show.
I think she's cool. She's a good choice.
Really good
super good. Yeah,
She is a
but
really
it's just,
good sequel.
The freaking writing in that show is horrendous. Like I tried, I really tried, but I couldn't.
The thing about these shows from the CW is that they have a limit of what they can do because it's supposed to be family friendly.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of characters in the DC universe, they aren't family friendly. Like Darkseid, for example, he is super
changed my
not
life,
family
this
friendly.
show.
That's true.
It's
And,
been a
you
joy.
know,
Also,
and
my
seeing
thing with the
way that
CW shows is they
this
try to make it
canon
into a
and the
drama all the
mythology
time.
affects
There's no need
people
for
and,
that, you
and
know?
young girls and
They're like
people that look
they
up
want
to
this
our
like
characters. It's-
oh
it's
you lied to
very
me,
meaningful.
why do you keep secrets from me, oh
all
like
the kids
I can't why did you talk to my sister, you know? It's like this
Flash went back in time to change the paradox again.
So it's like, I don't know, it's like
I can remember going home
I
with
feel
a
like that's
pile
not
of
necessary.
Martian Manhunter comics.
Some drama for character
Reading
development
all
to
of
show to you know stretch out these characters and see what their potential is.
excited
Yeah,
to
sure,
suddenly get this
but
brand new character and
every
fall into this
episode is just
whole
way too much.
story arc, which has really been great for me, and I've really enjoyed not just playing the character, but meeting all these fabulous people and also learning to directing on the show as well. So it's really been for me a sort of
So again,
it's been money.
These the cast that they have, I feel like it was a good choice. The cast that they have is good. Just the storyline.
They need better writers on CW.
Actually, I don't feel like they need better writers because they're working with what they have, what they can work with. And that was a decent show.
So
if this was put,
they should just switch to HBO and not be on CW.
yeah, I love it because if they switch it out like that, imagine how much more liberty they can have with the things they do.
And honestly, how much more production value too. HBO goes all the way out.
Find a way to kind of
Yeah.
Sorry, we're talking over this. It's because we don't really care.
My favorite scene that we ever did is in my favorite episode. And
Yep.
it was Slaver's Moon in the quarry.
Okay, so here's the thing.
And it's gonna have Michael B. Jordan.
And this is the thing about it, like, Static Shock to me is not a really important character.
No, dude, Static Shock is awesome.
Okay, he's a good character, he's just not important to me.
That's fine, that's fine.
But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a great show no matter what, because
He doesn't. I think it's a movie, but it doesn't. He doesn't need to be important. They just need to show why this character is cool.
Yeah,
that's it. We don't need Superman in this. We don't need Batman in this. We don't need any of that. If you want to put maybe Superboy in it or Nightwing in it or something like that, that would be cool. But it's not necessary. I think the most important thing is they have to show why this character is cool. That should be their objective.
And see, I really like that, but I feel like one thing that I haven't seen here, and you know that I don't really care about, like, it's not that I don't care about it, it's just like, it's been so overwhelming with it, is that culture.
Thank you.
Host show, switch back, lower the game all the way.
It's not funny. My jaw sort of dislocated a little
So it's
bit.
not-
No, that was probably.
So it's not that it's not culture appropriate, it's more like I haven't seen a lot of, like, let's say Latin culture in the DC universe right now, and that's why I've been wanting to see a black or a Blue Beetle. I've been wanting to see a Blue
Like
Beetle.
2 pizzas, and I was like eating.
Yeah, they might
3
show
per
something today.
tape.
Yeah, I hope so because, like,
this season, and
Honestly,
I was like,
though,
maybe I'll eat
like
the whole
I know
pizza,
there's
and
not a
someone
lot
was
of
like,
Latin
Chris already did that.
representation, and I think that does need to change.
We do have
but
a fantastic stunt team.
I'm not a huge fan of Blue Beetle.
And I'm not either, but
Simon the Burn,
I'm not
and just the whole team have just been really fantastic.
The craziest day I've had stunt-wise.
yeah, Young
was
Justice,
on the green
they do a
screen
really
with
good job with
wires, me
it,
in the
but I'm not a fan of Blue
harness,
Beetle either, but
Terrible.
I
with
like
Tyler
that,
Hoechlin
like,
playing Superman, and he was
that
like,
they
"I'm good, I'm
represent
good."
someone
And I was-
that
I called
powerful,
it, and I was like,
and
I'm
that's a
done,
Latin
and I
culture.
walked
Yeah,
off set.
yeah.
And that's amazing.
Amazing.
And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the DC
It is
animated
fun
universe movies
when you're being carried
with
by
the Teen Titans.
I think he's better than that.
I've been
Very just in my opinion.
It's lovely.
I believe he's much better. But at the same time, like, the teen or the Young Justice representation and the Teen Titans representation,
one of the funniest things that we did.
the differences that they have with each other, it
Has that
kind
made it into the
of
world yet?
makes you just like
It has.
it makes you pick which one you like more,
Cloth Magic
because
is
one
a
of them is
spin-off
more
show that
down to
never
earth, and
quite
then the other
happened.
one is way
Basically,
too
we would
like
just put
like
either
I
their
don't
capes up
believe in myself kind
and
of
then
thing.
pull him down and something
Yeah.
would
Yeah,
happen
true,
behind
true.
them.
Yeah,
I think they need the right characters around Blue Beetle to enhance that character, show his potential.
And I think that's why Young Justice did a good job with it, because they put him in the same setting kind of thing, instead of throwing him with just like a random group of people, and then you have to make family.
Basically, ... Oh, sorry, what's Lex Luthor doing
kind of.
here?
Yeah,
but every single take, he would be like,
yeah, he's kind of a Miles' like
for the first time. Oh, sorry, sorry, I got a parking ticket on this. It was just like, and I would like be like looking at Lex with like my eyes watering, and then I would turn
you brought the doctor?
What I think is the funniest moment anytime David forgets his line on set.
It's the best.
He's
Doctor Who, Doctor Strange, Doctor Fate.
In the scene, but
which Doctor is it?
Let's hide the logos really quickly before we get caught.
No, dude, it's not good.
All right, that's it.
For a
Keep that
live
energy,
stream,
keep
no.
that energy.
I don't think.
All right, and action.
I did it in order, so whatever.
So yours is last. Number 3.
Yeah, yours is. Yes.
I get a lot of letters from girls saying that they, until they saw Lena Luthor on TV, they didn't think it was okay for girls
and I brought the queso.
Science. And there's a lot of girls who are like, and I'm now in my 4th year in engineering, and I have you to thank for that, and the show to thank for that. And it's such a small thing, it seems like. But that's the beginning of a whole new life for them that they didn't think was possible because of watching the show.
There was a little girl who is actually a daughter of one of our crew members. When she met me, she went, I have a question. Is
Also
your
the
belt
doctors?
attached to your skirt or your shirt? No, it's Liston's daughter. She just, I can't say her Oz yet.
Which one was it attached to?
It's not. What's the
But actually, now I really want to know. Answer that question.
It wasn't attached to anything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cloth magic.
See ya. See you in a bit.
Floating bell.
How did it stay on?
What?
How did it stay on? Velcro?
I wore so many belts on this show that were like top sticked to pants that had no belt loops.
So just taped
Yes.
to the waist.
They love a taped belt.
Movie magic, guys.
We had a great moment. We did a Comic-Con in Chicago, and we had the line for people to come through and get autographs and whatnot. And there was a family, this woman came through with her 2 daughters, and one was, you know, her biological daughter.
They're spending way too much time on Supergirl.
And it was such a wonderful moment because they look.
See,
It's a show that's ending, and it was really good for a lot of people. And I feel like
I heard season 1 was actually good, and that's the same thing that happens with every CW show. Season 1 and 2. Great. Same with Arrow, same with Flash, same with Supergirl. After that, it goes downhill dramatically. They need longevity with these shows. Or just end it while it's good, you know?
Really, really special.
Did you bring
I
doctors
feel like
for everybody?
we
or
have
just
to
yourself?
talk about when you
For
meet
everybody.
small children who think that
This
you're
guy.
really a superhero and think that all of your powers and everything you do is real. And then getting to navigate the conversation.
I
They're
pay
like,
for the
I just
food.
talked to
I pay for the
a little
doctor.
girl on set a little while ago, and she was like, "Make a shield, do it." And I was like, "I can't." And she's like, "Why?"
Tell her to tell her to stop by.
I'm tired.
She's in Breckenridge, so I feel
Because
like that's
I'm
going to be kind of
dreaming. It
hard.
gets sticky for me because then
She
they'll
drives?
watch me jump and then just fall back to the ground. Like I have to jump.
I got to work with very special people, and I think I'll miss you guys
See,
the
this is
most.
another
I
thing.
think,
That this stream
like
is
you
like, I
said,
hear
the
it's like
collaboration
4
is
hours
really
long or
great,
something
and
like that.
and it's
They could cut, honestly,
I think the friendships is what you
half it
miss.
out. This stream could easily be 2 hours
Here,
long.
like there's gonna be moments.
And
like,
they
2
did the
months
same
after
thing
this
last year. I understand they want to give every fan their time to breathe
And I
and
can-
to please
I can tell you
everybody.
straight up,
But
like,
I think
having
you should
been
hit
gone
with the
here,
main hitters, and
you
then
miss each other.
after the show, be like, hey, now we're gonna get into more detail about some other things. But that was the end of the main content, and then show this kind of stuff, you know?
That's been. I'll definitely miss that.
And you know what?
But they're gonna lose views like that.
Playing a superhero.
Yeah.
When enough time has
Like,
gone by.
let's be honest
and
here.
you know, I have some energy.
If it was just Superman things, Black Adam things, Blue Beetle things,
wait.
I would have just in the same row. I would have dipped that
Love
back.
bombs.
And then so you have to wait until you see your part.
I'm waiting for the trailer for this dude.
Ooh, I mean,
While it's sad to say goodbye, there's still so much to look forward to in the DC universe.
Including Stargirl. We've got a little end of the season teaser for you, so check it out now.
Pay $300 for Kayla.
To the shadows. With you.
See, this is one CW show that I hear wasn't good from the beginning, so.
Honestly, I feel like the character herself, she's just really too... I don't feel like it's a really good show, but the actor who plays her is a really good actress. She does good with what she has. And this character herself is just not that good. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've watched this in season 1. I'm not caught up with season 3.
Where are we?
And I think I left halfway between season 2. But it was a really good show.
Good.
Yeah, I think it was a really good show, but at the same time, like, there's just a lot of things that lack.
Turn away from the darkness.
Hi, Courtney. You can't escape. I've hurt everyone you love. I've tortured your friends and your family. Do you want to play a game?
What in the Friday the 13th is happening right now?
I know, right? And then expect 20 minutes of an interview after this.
Dr. Midnight?
See, when it's...
Man, these costumes, they're rough.
Yeah.
Looks amazing. Don't miss that special
No, it doesn't.
episode of Stargirl. There's just so
Sorry.
much going on in
I
the
love
Superman
DC,
universe.
but that does not
And
look
just
amazing.
for you superfans, here is a very early look at the art of My Adventures with Superman, a brand new animated take on Lois, Clark, and Jimmy that's currently in production.
That's it. Oh, babe. They're making a webtoon about the Bat Family.
Yeah.
They're making a webtoon about the Bat Family. Oh.
We are back with some more
got
news
Dick,
from the world
shirtless.
of Superman. Let's check in with DC
Mike, this is
publisher
definitely
and
Miriam's
Chief
cup of tea.
Creative Officer Jim Lee to see what's happening with Superman in comics right now.
Hey everyone, I
You
hope
hate
you're
her
enjoying
character.
DC Fandom as much as I am. I'm here to share news
Jim
about
Lee.
Krypton's
Yep.
favorite son, Kal-El, or as you may know him, Clark Kent, aka Superman. Right now in the pages of Action Comics and Superman, a major event on Warworld is building. The Warworld Saga, which promises to be the biggest Superman
white boy
event
kinda
since
cute,
the death
not gonna
of
lie.
Superman. After learning of an enslaved race with mysterious ties
I
to
totally
Krypton,
forgot he said that, too.
Superman leaves Earth behind and travels across the galaxy to dethrone Mongol and liberate the people on Warworld. From writer Philip Kennedy Johnson and artist
No.
Daniel Semper. Action
more I
Comics
learn about
1036, yes, 1036 is the first issue of
The
the
more that
Warworld
I'm, like,
Saga,
indecisive
and will be
about him
available
as
at
a
your local
character.
comic book shop
Because
on
at first
Tuesday,
you were
October
at first you were a
26th.
hater?
This is a story you definitely
Not that I
won't
was a
want to
hater,
miss.
it's just that I
And
just
since
didn't find him
Earth still
interesting.
needs a
Or
Superman
that
to
he
protect
was
it
just
while Clark
too
is off fighting for the
powerful
people on Warworld.
to have,
John
like,
Kent,
an
the
actual,
son
like,
of Clark and
consideration
Lois
to put
Lane,
him
has picked up the
against
mantle of
someone.
Superman here on Earth in Superman, son
But
of
then
Kal-El,
actually, like,
from
getting
writer
to know
Tom
his
Taylor
character,
and
his
artist John
morals a
Timms.
little more,
This is a
like,
different,
understanding
younger
it a little
Superman
more.
who's
It's more
figuring
like,
out how he
I don't
wants to
know
fight for
where
the
I
future
stand with him.
and who he is as a person.
Just because even in
You may
the
have recently heard the
Injustice
news that John
movie
Kent's
that they
relationship
put
with
out,
reporter Jay Nakamura
like, you
will be
see,
formalized as John comes
like,
out as
how-
bisexual in issue number 5 out in November. And we couldn't be prouder to tell this
you see,
important
like,
story.
how
We talk a
he
lot about
has
the
that
power of the
defining
multiverse
line
and DC
until someone
storytelling.
pushes him,
And this is an
and that's
incredible
what
example.
makes him human.
We can have John Kent exploring his identity in the
And because
comics,
any
as well
human
as
would
John
be
Kent
like,
learning
you
about
know,
the
like,
secrets
I'm
of
not
his
gonna
family
do
on
this,
TV.
but there's
the
always a
Superman
limit
and
to
Lois
that.
TV show on the CW. I have one more bit of Superman news to share first with you, the fans. We're excited to announce that to better reflect the storylines that we're telling across DC
What do you feel about
and to honor
Superman being
Superman's
announced
incredible
as bi?
legacy of over 80 years of building a better world, Superman's motto is evolving. Superman has long been a symbol of hope who inspires people, and it is that optimism and hope that powers him forward with this new mission statement. Truth, justice, and a better tomorrow.
Wow, still cliche.
Stay tuned for more DC Fandome news.
I think it's fine. I think a lot of people are like, oh my god, how can he be right? And I'm like, I've come to expect this now, you know? I don't think it's a huge deal. Do I support it? No.
No.
Do I think it's terrible though? I don't know.
Honestly, it really wasn't needed. Because you have a lot of other DC characters that represent that community.
Ooh. That's I really can't wait to see Supergirl in the Flash movie. She looks really cool.
Still to come, The
Who's
Flash,
playing her?
Blue Beetle, and Injustice animated DC movie.
So I'm not doing that.
Okay, guys, let's make this a little interactive. Raise your hand if you have a soft spot for Superman. Same. But no matter how deep my admiration goes for the Man of Steel, I know someone who's even more of a Superman superfan.
Greg
I'm Miller.
Miller.
Talking about superstar, NFL great, Cam Newton. And get this, Cam found a way to incorporate his
Greg
love
Miller
of
is such a
Superman with
huge
his passion
Superman fan. He
for
should
fashion.
definitely be in Fandome at
Here's
some
the man
point.
himself with a special announcement.
Do you even know who I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. So we got Scarecrow.
What's going on, DC fam? Hey, I'm super excited to have partnered with the DC fam as well as my hack company, Mashika, to create
Speaking of
Superman
fear, have you guys seen Batman The Long Halloween?
And we're dropping it here at DC
Really
Fam.
good.
The
We
first
rented
time
it
I
before it came
encountered
out.
Superman had much of an impact of what morphed into my career as Superman. It was just the aura of knowing that you could do any and everything.
Not
You know,
perfect, but
outside
very,
of,
very good.
You know,
Yeah.
Kryptonite, you know, Superman doesn't have any flaws. He was just
And I don't know if you guys
who
know
he
that
was. And I think for
that
me,
actor that
as a
voices
person,
him,
that's what
Jensen
I want
Ackles,
people
he was.
to know
I
and
know
to
that
feel
people
like,
out there.
you know, he has good
Yeah,
energy.
he
He
was-
has, you know,
I don't
great
know about you guys,
qualities
but that was
about him. And I think that's why I trained.
But
the way
I don't know
trained.
about-
That's why I prepared the
I
way
don't know if that
prepared.
voice
That's the way
kinda
I
fit
played
the
the way I
Batman.
played because
Or the Bruce
it just
Wayne persona.
embodied
Batman,
everything that I
perfect.
prepared for.
Bruce Wayne,
Fashion is
I don't know how I felt about
means
that.
to me expressing yourself without
But it was a really good
having
movie.
the ability
Series.
to speak up for yourself at times. To incorporate that with Superman
wow.
is
He's
something
making
that words
Superman
can't even
hats.
explain because in essence, we all have some type of superpowers and we are
That
a
looked cool.
superhero in our own right.
Putting a hat on fire, that's dope.
It's going to be cool to see how we show the different sides of Superman in many different ways. I'm super excited to unveil my super exclusive, and that's big super, and that's a big exclusive, Superman-inspired Mashika hats. Take it away.
Thanks, Cam. And I admit, I'm a little jealous. I mean, who wouldn't want a customized Superman hat? Honestly, I'll be happy with some Superman underoos at this point. Remember those? Google it. Now, up next, we have a movie that stars one of the greatest duos of all time, Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. And of course, they are voicing the animated characters that will soon top the list of all-time DC faves. Let's meet Crypto the Superdog, Ace the Bat-Hound, and just a few of the DC League of Super Pets.
Not even your house and you're already making a mess.
Wow.
League of Super Pet. I love it. Perfect.
Hey! Pets, plural. You ever heard of a league with one dude in it?
Well, they say I'm in a league of my own.
Oh, you're in the league of your own, all right. Ain't nobody as messed up as you.
Next summer, Dwayne Johnson as Crypto. Kevin Hart as Ace.
How much did you have to drink?
Keanu Reeves, really? Keanu! Okay, that's interesting.
Okay, how adorable does that movie look? I can't wait to see the trailer when it arrives. And I can totally relate. I mean, anyone with a pet knows that their pet is a super pet. Am I right?
No.
Well, some of you out there took that notion
No.
one step further
Yes.
by creating a superhero look for your fur baby. It's canine
Winston
or
hates
cat
happiness, that's why
cosplay,
he
and I
hates
am
dogs.
so here for it. All right.
His
let's
dog
see
is
your lead
incredibly
or
annoying.
Super pets.
So is mine.
My dog's a brat. She's not annoying.
Toby. Let's see that. Didn't they show that one already? Okay, yeah, they're losing. All right.
That was so much fun. And with Halloween just around the corner, hopefully you guys got some pretty good costume ideas for you and your furry family members. So stay with us for more UGC, including some pretty cool human cosplay and impressive fan art, also by humans. Now, there's some true talent out there. Next up, you've got me, Gino Filiamore, smack dab in the middle of this exciting global event for DC Superfans to tell you that the excitement continues right now and with a familiar face. Or should I say voice? Listen up.
Hey, it's Matt Bomer. I'm one of the lucky few actors
It's
who
the
had
dude
the
from White
honor
Collar.
of voicing the legendary Superman. You might remember me from the hit 2013
White
animated
Collar.
film
It's a
Superman
show he did. It
Unbound.
was really cool.
I'd like to think that
About him
Superman
being a,
represents the qualities that
a
are
thief,
the best in
essentially.
all of us. Truth, honor, hope, family, whether it's the one you're born into or the one you find. Someone who's there to look out for us, and someone who sees all of us as equals. I also had the opportunity to voice the Flash in Justice Society World War II.
Oh, I still haven't seen that. I
which
really
premiered
need to see it. I
earlier
heard
this
it was
year.
really good.
Which one?
And because the DC multiverse is vast
Dark
and
Apocalypse?
constantly expanding,
No, it's the
I'm
World War
lucky
II
enough
movie
to
with
play
Flash
the
in it.
awesome
Oh,
and
yeah.
complex
It's not
hero
on HBO,
Negative
though.
Man
No, it's not.
on
That's why I haven't
DC's
seen
Doom
it.
Patrol. Here's a sneak peek at what's coming up for the rest of this season.
He's the dude in
Mysterious
Doom
things
Patrol?
in this world that bear keeping an eye on. And in my death, I must now place that burden upon your shoulders.
Arrival imminent. Come on, Kay. How am I supposed to fix this alone?
My tech is part of who I am.
It's got nothing to do with who you are.
Man, I gotta say the production value on this looks really good though.
I want to be a better person. What am I doing? She must be eliminated.
We appear to be dead. Something very ugly is set to occur, and it needs to be stopped.
I heard the show's really good.
The
I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I'm saying I've heard the show is really good. I just can't. I don't know why.
And the guy who plays the robot, I forgot his name. The robot's actual name. But the man who plays him from the series of the Mummies, I love him.
Something weird going on with
He's a
you.
really good person himself.
Wait. Is that? Oh my god, I can't remember his name. Yeah, it's that.
He's the main character from the Mummy. Oh, it is? Yeah.
When one expels a parasite, there is really only one reasonable response.
Give it a name?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
See, maybe I will try to hop in.
See, the trailers that they show you for it, they look amazing, but then like going through the whole story just to see those points, like yeah,
Things are gonna get very exciting.
it feels like a really
fourth season
of Doom Patrol.
Did I see fourth?
man. I don't want to say it like that, but it seems like a boring
Celebrate
ride
with us by watching
for
the first
the
two
most
seasons.
part, and then there's some parts where it's like you understand what's happening because you understand the DC universe.
Yeah.
And like they throw like little Easter eggs, or it's like, oh really, and then that's it.
If you haven't seen Doom Patrol yet, hopefully that teaser intrigued you. I mean, it's such a cool and quirky and totally unpredictable series. I absolutely love it. And I'm super excited to see how this season wraps up. Now, speaking of wrapping up, we've got the season of gift giving just around the corner. Now, have you started your shopping yet? God knows I haven't. Or maybe, you want to get something for yourself, a new t-shirt or a hat or both. Just complete the look. Don't forget to check out shop.dccomics.com for all kinds of merchandise and collectibles. In fact, I do believe we're having a flash sale right now. Check it out.
Whoop whoop.
Has something to say.
Oh, is it happening? Is it happening?
What, Doctor Strange?
No. Doctor Yes! We're here, everybody! Woo!
This is from the CW though.
No, it's not. This is the movie.
Greetings, DC Fandome and Domers.
I was about to clap.
Ezra Miller, live from the set of The Flash. It looks like this. We're very excited to show you the movie, and we can't yet because we're still making it. We wanted to show you a teaser, but we can't because we don't have enough material to make a teaser yet.
God damn it.
We can't make a trailer. But we do have this small sneak peek that my maestro Andy and I have put together that we really hope you'll enjoy. And I will see you in theaters later next year. Or more importantly, you will see me.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere you want, right? Any timeline.
Is that Grant Gustin?
Any universe.
No way.
Whoa!
Wait.
Oh!
And fight to save this one.
Of course, he changes the paradox again.
You change the future. And you change the past.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that scene. Yes! Yes! Whoa!
I see.
Yeah!
Are you in?
Is that Robert Pattinson's Batman?
Oh my god! Let's go! Oh my god! Why do you do this to me?
Okay.
Hey, DC Fandome, this is John Ridley.
That was a really
I'm here
good
to talk
trailer.
about
That
the
was
other history
awesome.
of the
That
DC
wasn't even a trailer, bro.
What
That
is
was a
the
really
other
good
history
sneak
of the
peek.
DC universe. For me, honestly, it's a couple of things.
Oh my
Part
god,
of
that
it,
was
as the title
amazing.
indicates,
I don't-
really
I
is
lo-
about
suit.
otherization.
I don't know how I feel about
It's
that suit
about
though.
people who
I
have
love
it feels
the
like too
glow.
flashy.
in real life, the storytelling.
Too flashy,
I have
you
been
say?
there. I've been there
Too
through
flashy? You hear this
the
guy?
history of the DC
Too
universe.
flashy?
No, it's good. It's good suit.
I don't know.
In
It
many
just
ways,
I like
been
it.
Part of the fabric
I'm
of the
conflicted, though.
DC universe.
And
But their
I'm not gonna
stories
say I
haven't
love
always
it,
fully been told,
but I'm gonna
not
say
necessarily also
that
been
suit has a
told
ton of
by
potential. They got a
individuals
lot
who have
of things right with
experience
it.
that mirrors those
They got the ring.
individuals.
Finally,
You know, when I was
they got the
growing
ring.
up, like
There
a
was
lot
two
of
Flash
folks,
there too when they were
the
talking about
part
it.
of being a fan
Yes.
is really filling in the spaces.
But
between the
you know what I
pages, or between
really
the
liked
issues.
about the CW's
And
Flash
what would
on the
Diana,
Crisis
what would Bruce, what would
on
Clark,
Infinite Earths, I think
what
it
would
was,
they have
or
done,
something like that.
You know,
It was that they even
the
put
quiet
Ezra
spaces,
Miller's
what would
Flash
they
in
have
there,
done between
and that's what I
fighting
wanted to
crime?
see
What
too.
would
I
they
want to see
have
Grant
done
Gustin
between
in this Flash
saving the
movie.
universe?
I don't think he's gonna be a
And
huge
it's just
character.
this
I could
natural
definitely
thing,
see
I think,
him
for
getting a
fans
cameo.
to want to continue that
And that's the
plot,
thing,
want
like-
to continue that storytelling.
I know you guys
And
are.
I think
You guys have
certainly
seen
for
the
an
Justice League
individual like
movie.
myself,
I haven't, just
when
because.
it
Wow,
was-
dude.
I don't.
when
I don't.
was
Dude,
growing
it's
up, at
good.
least, it was
I hear that
really
it's.
rare
I hear that
to
it's really
see
good,
people
but again,
involved
since DC is not
at
like
the
my
center of
primary
stories.
thing,
To see them
I don't
fully
really
linked,
like.
to see
I
things again
haven't
that
seen it
felt
yet,
like
but
I had a lived
I know that you guys like
experience.
Ezra
So a lot of the
Miller,
other
but I
history of the DC
really love
universe
Grant Gustin
is
as the
really
Flash.
like
Like,
my
he
history of
embodies
the
him
DC
perfectly.
and things that I thought,
And Ezra
things
Miller
that I felt,
plays Barry
and things
Allen
that sometimes
really
I
good.
literally
But
imagined
I feel like
about
Grant Gustin does a
stories,
much better job with it.
but became
I agree.
part of the universe
If
that
it was
I
up to
knew,
me,
that I
if
carried
I
with
could have
me
called
for
it,
years. To me,
I
they're
would
some
not
of the
have
most
casted Ezra
interesting
Miller.
characters. All of those characters, Black Lightning,
Grant Gustin would have been the Flash.
Mal and Karen,
in,
who were
in the movies.
Guardian or Herald,
Because he's amazing. He's a great actor, and he embodies Barry Allen to a T.
Katana,
And honestly,
Renee, the Question, and
especially in
Spears,
Josh
Jefferson's
Whedon's
daughter. It
Justice
was
League,
important
I
for a
thought he
couple
didn't
of
get Barry
reasons.
Allen
I
right
think
at
that
all.
they are amazing.
In the
defining
longer,
DC
Zack
characters.
Snyder,
the
the Snyder
when you look
Cut,
back on the history of DC,
I think they
almost
did a
every one of
better
those
job with them, but
characters
there's still
has
something
really
off about it.
transformed the landscape, transformed
They don't
the
really-
narrative.
The
and
thing
have
is,
been iconic. Mal and Karen.
I understand. You
Their
don't want to
journey is
make
just
the
two
same
young
character.
people,
You don't want to
young
make,
couple of color,
straight out of the pages
love,
because they want to take their
I
own,
mean,
have their
when
own
that came
version of
out
the
in
character. The
late
thing is,
1970s, early
the
1980s,
audience doesn't know who Barry Allen
even
is.
without trying,
We don't have enough Flash
the message
content
that
for
was
the
sent with
majority
those
of the
two
audience to
characters,
understand the
young
Flash.
committed.
You have to get them
couple
right
of
the
color
first time,
was
then you can
powerful.
take a different take.
Renee, her journey
Get them to
from
understand the
being a
character
beat cop
first,
back in
and then
Batman
go
the
from there.
Animated Series
And
to
when
now being
Ezra Miller was
commissioner in Gotham
introduced,
City,
I thought he was going to be like a
extraordinary journey.
different Flash. I thought he was going to be like
Jefferson Pierce,
Bart
the
Allen
first
or
black
like
character in the DC
even
to
what's his face?
have his own series that he
Kid
fronted.
Flash.
Characters
Wally
that I
West.
really cared
Yeah,
about,
Wally West.
stories
My
that I
favorite
remember,
Flash.
Characters that had to
Yeah,
me great
and when they
lineage.
introduced him as Barry
Those were
Allen,
characters that I wanted to take a deep dive
I
into.
wasn't disappointed, but I just like I didn't have any expectations for him, and it's still today, like he just.
And now for some
I
news
don't know how I
on
feel
the
about him.
Sandman.
As,
We are thrilled to reveal
as a
the
Flash
first
fan,
look
I'm
of
kind of in the same
incredible
boat.
Gwendolyn
I don't know how I
Christie
feel
as
about him yet.
Lucifer.
Because there were
Based on
some
the comic
things
book
that he
series
did
created for DC
in
by
the Snyder
Neil
cut
Gaiman,
that I was like,
the Sandman follows
dude, no
people and
spoilers. It
places
is
affected
amazing.
by
It is
Morpheus,
amazing.
the Dream King,
The
as he
scenes
mends
that
the
they have
cosmic
for the Flash.
and human
But then other
mistakes
times he
made during his
seems
vast existence.
too socially
Look out for the
awkward. You know,
series
they do
coming
two
soon to
really
Netflix.
weird things with the character. I'm like, that's not very Barry Allen.
Coming
You
up,
know?
a surprise
They try to
guest
make him
reunion,
stupid,
Gotham
which is
Knight
not very Barry
and
Allen. Barry Allen's like honestly, he's almost a genius. You know, he's no Batman, but he's incredibly smart. He's
I'd
a
like to take
scientist.
a moment to personally
And he can-
thank Warner Brothers Home
like
Entertainment
one thing that I
for
did
bringing
learn about the
Injustice
Flash
to the
that
small
like
screen.
kind of made me feel like
Now,
that
as
was
you
an
probably
unfair
know,
advantage,
since
but
you're
at
a
the same
super
time
fan
they didn't
like I
use
am,
it well.
Injustice the film
Is that he can
was
kind of
inspired
predict
by
what you're
the
gonna say
Injustice
because
video
of
game
his speed.
and subsequent
He can
comic
analyze so
series
much stuff.
written
Yeah.
by Tom Taylor.
So, like,
that means you can expect all the
having that part of
hardcore
making him like
action-packed
look
excitement
stupid,
in this
that's
animated
really
film
like
version.
a little
But
downfall
I
because
gotta
like,
say,
if he
and I
can
gotta
predict what
apologize
you're
in
gonna
advance
say,
of all the
he
kids
should
out
have
there.
something
This
ready,
one
and that's how
for
he is in the
adults
show.
only. I know. Where's the
And
justice in that?
you know,
But
I
then
feel
again,
like
that's
Grant
why they
Gustin
call
doesn't
it
really have
injustice,
that
right?
much
So
of a.
Here's more.
He doesn't have much of a story anymore because they're going off the comics. Yeah. But he's still doing a great job as a Flash. Like he's working. Hold on.
Stop me. By the way, in the pre-show, this is just the Injustice movie. I think.
11 million
And they're
dead.
announcing films. By the way, in the pre-show, my biggest like hype thing that I really hope is real
Injustice
is an Injustice
DC's
3.
most powerful heroes
That
and
happens, I'm
villains
gonna lose
learn
my
that the
mind.
weight of the world can either inspire one to rise victorious.
Have you seen like little clips of the Injustice
crushed
movie?
asunder.
Yeah.
You'll throw away everything
So you've
the
seen the
Justice
clip
League
of the
stands
Flash?
for.
No.
Everything you
You
stand
should watch
for.
it. It's hilarious. I feel like
Superman
Flash
can
fans
make
got
a perfect world.
that was a dirty move they did on them.
This tragedy of gods and humans locked in battle over ideological and philosophical differences transcends artistic media as the amazing franchise of Injustice has gone from video game to comic book series to a new pulse-pounding animated film.
I hear the film wasn't
All
very good,
hostilities will stop.
but I don't know how true that is. I
or
haven't
will
seen it
stop
myself.
them.
The laws of Superman will not be the laws of Atlantis.
If we continue on this path,
The comics I hear are
we go
really
from
good,
policing
and I love
to
the
occupying
games.
to
Love
jailing, then becoming tyrants.
Or justice is finally done.
Injustice Gods Among Us and Injustice 2 allowed for players to choose their champion and test their mettle against DC's greatest pantheon of heroes and villains.
I know
Injustice
you won't
3,
stop
come
us,
on.
but you are not going to stop us.
No.
You saw how prepared Father was.
Yeah, I don't think it's
He
gonna
has
happen.
plans for all of us.
That would
You
be
need
amazing.
allies.
And there's rumors that they're working on it.
This visceral and exciting fighting game was the
Rumors
impetus
are
for the
just
Injustice saga
It's
to
true.
continue
It's
in a
nothing confirmed yet.
jaw-dropping comic book
No
series,
proof at all.
expanding the electrifying and at times terrifying battle between Superman's regime and Batman's insurgency.
Any hero that doesn't pledge loyalty to the Justice League will be considered a fugitive.
Now this universe can be experienced as a full-length
Think about that.
animated feature film.
Everything,
as Injustice
all this stuff has been created
will bring to life
because
the
Arcane
thrills,
Studios, the
intrigue,
one who
and
made
drama
Injustice
fans
Gods
should
Among Us,
expect from this hallmark
they created
adventure.
the story.
How many
Arcane
people?
Studios. And because of
Husbands,
Arcane,
wives,
now we have
and
comics,
children will you kill for
we
peace?
have, you know, this movie
Can
now,
we forgive
and we have
Earth's greatest
a
adopted
sequel to
son
the
for
game.
his crimes against humanity?
All that because Arcane Studios came up with such a
This
cool
is
concept.
Injustice.
That's
A
amazing.
world where tragedy,
That's a huge
loss,
success for Arcane.
and the fight for the greater good will change everything.
And whenever you think of Injustice, I don't know about you, I think about the first game. I think about Gods Among Us, and that's
All right, we're going to take a
Like,
deep
it's
dive
such
into
a-
the
Hey,
world
it's
of
Jeff Keighley.
Injustice. Joining me is NetherRealm Studios' Ed Boon, co-creator of the best-selling Injustice, Gods Among Us, and Injustice 2 video games, and creative consultant on the Injustice
I'm glad they got
animated
somebody
movie.
who actually knows about
And
video
you'll
games for
recognize
this.
him from This Is Us and Smallville, the
Heck
voice
yeah,
of
Smallville.
Superman in Injustice, Justin Hartley. Guys,
He's-
let's
he had
jump
the-
right
he
in.
had
This
the
is
whole
so
series.
exciting that
I only
Injustice has
watched
now
clips.
become an animated film. I got to ask you, Edwin, we were creating this franchise. I mean, the comic book, the animated film, it started with a video game, which is so cool. But was that ever the original design?
No, as a matter of fact, it's always been backwards. The video game industry has done so many games based on movies or comic books or TV shows. And it's so cool to see it just done the opposite way, where the video game starts it and it just spawns off comics, animated things. This is one of the funnest parts about making a game, is seeing it kind of grow into something.
Can you
even
imagine
bigger.
being one of the only
Justin,
people who
when
can
you
say
first
that
heard about coming
they
in and being
created
Superman in this,
something
what was your reaction?
Superman
that
is the
spawned
character
off
that
a lot of great things?
You know, when you grow up as a little boy, that's who everybody wants to be, Superman. And then when you get older, especially when you become an actor and you start to dissect these characters that you play, you go, my God, that's almost an
You wanna become
impossible
Batman.
character to play. You know, how do you do something like that? Someone who has no
He still
flaws.
looks so good. He looks
and
like he
what's
hasn't aged
interesting
a
about
day.
that,
No, I don't think he has.
which was what
You don't
drew me
think
to
he
this
has? He
character,
has
because we
aged a day,
find
bro.
him in a place where he is
He doesn't
flawed.
look
That's
like
what I
he's
love
aged.
about Injustice,
I
Ed, is that
know.
you put your own
Ryan
spin on
Reynolds
DC and these
same way. I don't
legendary
think he's
characters. I got to
aged
ask,
well
when you were
No, you can
first
see some
kind
gray in
of
his hair now.
conceiving of this property, I mean,
Don't you dare
what was the
blaspheme
genesis
against
of the
someone that's
idea?
great in
You know,
the
our
Marvel
studio
universe?
is
Just because it
NetherRealm,
sucked when he was in
the
DC.
Mortal Kombat team, right?
No, he's
we would
awesome.
use the
Ryan
term
Reynolds is
evil
great.
Superman, but it's a lot deeper than that. The story is, what would happen if Superman was the most powerful being in the universe, was taken to the breaking point?
And it sounds like that's part of what really appealed to you about this role, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
was-
of course, because it's like you said, you know, we all have our you snap in traffic, you get home, you shoot your mouth up, you say
Exactly.
something that you don't mean. What if you were Superman and you did that?
Yeah,
and then it's
yeah.
like, oh God, this tidal wave is, I mean, this is just a never-ending,
Yeah,
this
and,
could be
and
the
there's
end
no
of everything.
backing out of it, too.
No.
He's just so committed into it.
And one thing I wanted to ask you about was the collaboration
makes me
with
wanna
Rick
play that
Morales
game.
on this.
Yeah,
You're
dude,
a creative
honestly.
consultant for this, and I'm sure you have to strike a balance between knowing that this is an animated film. You're coming from the video game world, but what was that collaboration like, and how much do you want to give the team creative liberties to
Jeff
build
Keighley,
things
we will see
versus
you in
being
2
very
months
authentic to the
for the
game
Game Awards.
story?
It's mainly focused on
How
the
do
comic
you-
books, but the
do you think there's
catalyst
a
of what
difference
happened that
between
kind of really
making
triggered
a
Superman
movie
is
and
featured
making
in
a
both the
video game?
comics and the games. People
Oh,
who
yeah,
know and love
huge
Injustice will
But-
see new stuff.
and
They
I
would-
mean in,
I was
like,
blown
through
away
the
at
art concept.
all the characters that they
art
have in this thing.
Like,
There's just so
yeah,
many.
like making
It's a
those,
great
like, little-
DC fan
Those
service.
little cutscenes that
it
they
was
do in video
so
games.
cool because
Like,
we have these
honestly,
super moves
some
in the
video
game,
games,
and you
they
see a
have, like,
couple of them
kind of
in
boring
there. I
stories
just jumped out of my seat
until
when I
you
saw
get into a
the. I don't
cutscene,
want to
and
give
then
away
that
again which
cutscene
one it
itself
was, but
give me a really
they
good
have some
show.
of those
Like, that's
kinda
what I think
classic,
of when I see
iconic
like
moments from the
Injustice
games
sometimes.
in there. Again,
Like
they
some
follow the
cutscenes of
story
those, like,
of the comics mainly,
you
but
can make
the
that show,
moments
and they
that
made
they
it a
have from
movie.
the games.
Yep.
You can tell that they
There is a difference for
specifically
sure.
set out. Let's
But,
recreate that scene. Let's recreate those.
Yeah,
scenes.
there
And
are
you're
some
Superman.
similarities.
What
In
was
fact,
your twist on
do you
it?
know
Honestly,
that
the
game
story
Kingdom Bridge
is
of
so
Spirits?
rich. The story in the film is so rich, and it's
It was on
pretty obvious
it's,
what's happening
PS4
as
slash
it's
PS5
happening.
game.
Yeah.
He's in a bad way.
Anyways,
He's
and
really
so
bad.
that
Yeah,
studio
so
that
there's
made
really
that
no
game,
getting
that's their
around
first
that. You
game.
just kinda have to
They
lean
used
into
to
that.
make
The arguments
animated
between
movies.
Superman and Batman,
Yeah.
to me, that dynamic.
Yeah,
you know,
there are some
each
similarities.
having a point. Superman's probably a little bit over the top, but each having a point is such a great each
The back and
character.
forth, like,
Exactly.
yeah, sure.
Exactly.
Now you're going to have to get a role in Mortal Kombat.
That's
or something,
it, right?
That
It's
likes
done.
the
I think
point.
it's done,
This
yeah.
is
See,
the
that's
audition
the
for
point
MK
where
or
it's like,
something. Well,
I'm so
thank you so
conflicted
much for
about
joining us, guys.
Superman.
The movie is incredible. I'm a huge fan of Ed and
That-
all you've done with the games, and I love that this is such an authentic
Batman went through
interpretation
something
of the
traumatic,
franchise. And Justin, you do a great
and
job.
he still keeps his morals.
focusing on Superman's story.
Superman
so,
loses
Can't
Lois.
wait to watch it. It's coming out very soon. But
he
right
wants to
now,
destroy the
here's
whole world,
Anson Mount, the
he wants
film's
to keep it
voice
under
of Batman, with a first look
iron
at
hand.
an all-new clip from Injustice.
And so if
Thanks,
a
Jeff.
billionaire playboy
The vast
can get
majority of
over his
superheroes and
parents dying in
supervillains
front
are
of him,
born of a singular event in their lives that dramatically
an
alters their
alien
physical
Superman
physical or
who
mental
gets
state,
power
or
from
both.
the sun
Flash of light.
should be able to
An animal
get
or
over
insect
it
bite.
too. With
An
some
untimely
therapy.
exposure to some form of radiation or substance, or the death
But
of a
that's
loved
just
one.
me.
As the ultimate
Why
invincible
are you
Boy
making a
Scout,
mess in someone
Superman
else's
has always
house?
avoided
That's
such
stupid.
trappings. Until the moment in this film clip, which serves as the catalyst for the central plot in our film, Injustice. Let's take a look.
Are we getting clips?
The Joker is no longer in Metropolis.
From Injustice, a movie that already
Stolen
came
a
out.
submarine with Harley Quinn. They took Lois with them.
I see it. Batman, one of the warheads is missing. Where is she? Doomsday. No, I will not let you hurt anyone.
Time to go, Harley. Good guys are coming and they tend to get punchy.
You're not going anywhere. Scarecrow's fear toxin, mixed with kryptonite particles. What did you do?
I'm pulling the best joke ever. It'll be my masterpiece.
Man, there is a really big delay in that.
Whatever you're seeing, it's not real.
Injustice looks absolutely intense. Needless to say, I have my popcorn ready and I am warming up my favorite recliner. Now to another character. One who may be blue in color, but he'll surely brighten up your screen. Let's learn more about the Blue Beetle in our DC Spotlight.
Your stream has been temporarily
Hey, DC
blocked because we
Fandome.
detected
My name is Angel
copyrighted
Manuel
audio.
Soto, the director of Blue Beetle, and I'm super excited to be here. And with me, I got a couple friends.
Hi, I'm Garrett Dunet Alcocer. I am the screenwriter of Blue Beetle.
Hey everyone, Shola Maridueña. I am Jaime Reyes. My name is Blue Beetle. I'm excited to be here for this panel and we'll just hop right into it.
I am humbled and excited to be able to bring Blue Beetle to life.